Hey everyone, how are y'all? Hey White Widow baby. Marissa, how are you? Crime Crazy, how are you? Hey True Crime, how are you? Hey Moonville, hey Simple Butterfly. Mar, are you feeling any better, honey? Hey James, Emerald Queen, how are you? Emerald Queen, I missed all of you as well. It's been a crazy few days around here. Like super, super crazy. Hey Headphones, how are you? Michelle, hey, how are you? James, it's been raining all day. It's been warm, but it's just been raining all day. It's been miserable. Hey Scott, Musical, how are you? Hey Werewolf Queen. James, they said it's supposed to be cold, like I think 2 nights this week, and then other than that, it's gonna be warm. So I'm happy for that. Hey Lights, how are you? Much love to you too, Mara. I hope you get to feeling better soon. Hey Jan, how are you? Hey Big Al. Negative 26. Oh my gosh. See, Big Al, that's when you sell the bar. You take old dude's offer he gave you the other night, you just sell it, get rid of it, and go south. He comes with a check. I'm going on tour. Oh my gosh, negative 26 though. That's crazy. Hey, doggone crazy. How are you? That just makes me cold thinking about that temperature. Oh my gosh. Oh, I gotta put my stuff on live chat. Hey, Billy Jones. How are you? Okay, lights. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, we are gonna do something a little different tonight. Current temp is negative 10, feels like negative 22. Oh my gosh. Country chickens, hey, how are you? Hey, baby boop, how are you feeling? All right, y'all. I'm just moving something around in my inbox real quick. Hey, RT, how are you? Well, so that's your late nights. Yeah, it was crazy. So last night something came up. I had to go take care of that. Then today, and y'all keep poor little Milo in your prayers because he got attacked by the neighbor's dog. So we had to take him to the vet. So I haven't had time to really get anything together. I've been looking while I was sitting in the vet's office and all this and that. And so, like I said, we're just going to do something different tonight. Uh, I've got, I do have a video about Brian. I don't know if y'all have heard of Lindsay Clancy. She's a lady who she had 3 kids and she ended up strangling them. All 3 of them has now passed away. Uh, the youngest baby, he was 8 months old, passed away Friday. Um, so I'm gonna go over her, and then there's this guy from Oregon, y'all. And thanks for all the prayers for Milo. Um, but there's this guy. His name is Benjamin Foster, and he's from Oregon. And he is using dating apps to lure people, to lure women, so he can torture them. Um, so if there's anybody in Oregon and you're using dating apps, please be careful because this dude is literally using the dating app to lure women. He tortures them, and then he's also using the dating apps to find women who will help him avoid police. So we're going to go over that. Thank you, Emerald Queen. I'm also going to open up the panel tonight. Y'all can come up, talk about whatever case y'all want to. If we've heard about it, talked about it, haven't heard about it, whatever. If there's just a case out there, hey Gigi, you're more than welcome to come up and talk about it. So, like I said, I've been dealing with Milo today, so I haven't had time to get enough stuff together. True crime. You're talking about the Benjamin Foster dude? Yes, he's still free. They found out he was at a house, I guess a couple of days ago. They go there to try to arrest him, and he ends up running out the house. That he gets away from police, and they end up arresting a lady that was there with him that was helping him. This lady actually followed him. Um, he went and drove his car off a cliff or something like that, and it's like a whole big thing. Like he has an arrest from um, Vegas where he had tied his girlfriend up and tortured her. So it's this dude is crazy. So baby boop, you need to rest, honey. Let's see. Marissa says she's been studying up on the Alec Baldwin shooting. That's another crazy one. Like the dude he's on set, he's filming a movie, and then the gun goes off and ends up killing 2 people. But I don't think he meant to do that. I think that like whoever was over the guns and ammunition on the set should have made sure that the gun was clear before it was ever brought to an open set. Has there been any updates on the woman from South Carolina that got beat? Which woman was that, Billy? Alec Baldwin's ego. Yeah, that is true, Big Al. But I don't think he meant to do it though. All right. Okay, let me get. I'm gonna go ahead and get Brian's stuff out of the way because I'm kind of getting tired of looking at y'all for real. Michelle has been binge watching Alec Murdoch stuff. Well, his trial will resume tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern time. Let's see. Don't think he meant it, but it's his responsibility to check for live rounds when he knew there was live rounds on the set. I don't even understand why they allow live rounds on a movie set. that is just asking for something bad to happen. I mean, I didn't ever understand that. Okay, baby boop honey, that's fine. And if you have to go lay down and go to sleep, baby boot, we completely understand. Can one of the mods drop the membership link for True Crime, please? Let's see. They don't. When you go low budget, you get low. That is true. It should be mandatory though. If you're on a movie set and you're using guns in that movie while filming the movie, there should be no live rounds whatsoever anywhere on the property except for maybe security, and that's it. I don't that I don't think he meant to do it. It was his responsibility to check the gun first for live rounds. Um, and it the what do they call it? The armory person that's over all the guns and ammunition or whatever. They should have checked it. Like the gun should have been checked like several times before the armor. Yes, thank you, Big Al. The gun should have been checked like 4 or 5 times at least. Hey, Gregory, how are you? Hey, Sima, how are you? See, anytime you're handed a gun, you should check it. Michelle, that is true. So, okay. 9 millimeter, how are you? All right, wait. Hold on, y'all. I just seen. Shanquilla. Billy said he's wondering about Shanquilla Robinson. I don't think there's really been anything with that case. The last thing I heard, they haven't even arrested anyone. Let's see, I was taught gun safety when I was 14. Yeah, I mean, everybody, all the kids in my family, like, we all had to take the hunter's education course as soon as we were of age to take it. Hey, Speculation Station, how are you? I have like my whole hunter safety course card. I was taught gun safety at a young age. So it's anytime, like, I mean, he should have known that. Check the gun. And also on Shanquilla's thing, the last thing that I had heard was, what's her, Dejanay. They're saying that they can't, well, this is what the internet people are saying. They can't keep up with her because all of her social medias have been deleted. Like they don't know what she's doing, where she's at, or anything else. And Doug, how are you? Pull the trigger. Want to do him. Okay, I'm just catching up real quick, y'all, because see, she's in hiding. Marissa, I think she is. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get Brian stuff. Like, I only have one thing on him tonight. Like I said, I'm literally tired of looking at Brian Kohberger's face, but I'm gonna keep up with it. Uh, we're gonna see this whole Idaho 4 thing all the way through to the very end. So anytime a new video comes out, some new court documents come out, anything comes out, we're gonna go over it. Marissa, I hate looking at his face. And every time that I cover him, I have to put his ugly ass face on my thumbnail. And I hate it. One of my biggest Twitter accomplishments is being blocked by all but one of the Baldwin brothers. Stephen Baldwin is my favorite Baldwin brother. Is that the one who did not block you, Big Al? Because I just think Stephen Baldwin's like super cool. Oh, so he is the one who didn't block you? That is too cool. I remember him back, like, when he played on the Young Riders, like, way back in the day. Speculation Station got blocked by Savannah Grizzly. It's too funny. Emerald Queen, I agree. Completely agree. But we started on it on the Idaho 4, um, very early in it. We're very, very invested in it. We've all, not just me, we've all got a lot of time in it. Uh, we our hearts hurt for these victims and their families. So no matter what, I'm going to see it through to the very end, no matter how many times I have to see his face. Um, so we'll have to deal with him until he gets, until his court is over with. He needs to wear a paper bag with owls from the grocery store over his head in court appearances. I like Stephen Baldwin, and it is a better actor than his brothers. Gigi, yeah, he is. He's always been my favorite out of all of them. Like I said, I remember, he played on Young Riders. He played on 8 Seconds. He's just, to me, he's always been one of the cooler ones. Okay, I can Photoshop that bag on his head if he wants. May have to do something, Big Al, because I'm really getting tired of looking at his face. Oh, are you, Marissa? So Marissa says she's going to take a day trip and visit Ethan's tulip soon. Well, Marissa, whenever you go, can you take a picture of them for us? I would really like to see them. And I'm sure once they're in full bloom, they will be gorgeous. All right. Tree baby, that would be awesome. Let's see. I sure will. I'm gonna track this snag stuff for you. Thank you, Marissa. That would be awesome. Um, and if you send it to me, I can show everyone on here because a lot of people are saying that they would like to see them. Um, like I said, I think once they're in full bloom, they're doing them in yellow and white. I think they would be gorgeous. And if you're going to the Marissa, are you going to the tulip farm? Is that where you're going to go to? Because I think they're supposed to be. I think I heard that right. That they're supposed to be doing it maybe at the college too. But the tulip farm, just like all of the tulips, are so pretty. America First, how are you? Okay, yes, he has played a mean part in some movies. It actually felt like it was happening. I have no idea. Yeah, tulips are very pretty when they're with all their different colors and all that. All right, so let me go ahead and get Brian Kohberger out the way, y'all. And if y'all haven't done so, please go hit the thumbs up. Speculation, why can't you grow them? Okay, yes, the farm, and I can buy them there. I will try to. Oh, Marissa, that would be awesome. Thank you. I'm actually going to start a sunflower garden this year. I had sunflowers a couple of years ago grow, and I didn't do none. I think I did them year before last or last year. The Tulip Festival is a yearly thing in Holland, Michigan. I worked there once back in the day. I'm trying to think. I don't remember if Louisiana's got any type of flower festivals. I mean, we got festivals for everything else. I'm sure we got a flower one too somewhere in the state. True Crime 367. Thank you so much for becoming a member and welcome to the family. Oh, okay, because they need help standing up, and that gets hard to. Let's see. All right, I just want to make sure real quick that I'm caught up with everything in the chat. I'm fixing to pull this video up. Okay, and it just says Idaho killings is the evidence strong enough, and I believe this one is the one that's got the lady, I can't remember her name. She's like ex-CIA, FBI, blonde-headed lady. Hey, Annie, C, how are you? She's been on here a couple of different times, and she's going over all of this. All right, and it's 5 minutes, so I'm going to mute out while it's playing.
Killer Brian Kohberger. Now, in that affidavit, everything from cell phone pings to DNA evidence was outlined, as well as a potential encounter with a surviving roommate. But how strong are each of these pieces of evidence? And what battle will the prosecution be facing as they make their case? Joining us now for more on this, former CIA officer and FBI special agent Tracy Walder. Tracy, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Natasha.
So we're actually looking through this. It was actually a News Nation viewer that brought up what he saw as 5 potential holes in the affidavit as he saw it. That viewer pointing out that Kohberger's DNA could have ended up there from someone shaking Brian's hand and then touching the sheath shortly afterwards. Do you think that is a plausible theory, or how strong is the DNA evidence?
So that's a great question. And I've said that really from kind of the beginning of all of this, is that, to be honest with you, the DNA is nice to have. It puts him at the scene of the crime, but it doesn't put him at the scene of the crime potentially on that date and around that time. So yes, I think that this is a hole that can really be poked in the prosecution's argument. So I think that viewer is spot on.
And another idea that was brought up here was that the cell phone towers were not pinging the exact location of the cell phone, that claiming that the radius of the area is large enough that his phone could have pinged somewhere nearby, but not necessarily in viewing distance of the home where the murders happened. Can you tell us more about how much stock we can actually put in cell phone towers pinging cell phones, and what information authorities can get from those pings?
So that's also another point that I agree on. And I've said before that the cast data that was used, I'm just assuming that was mostly what was used to get this information, is new. And it has been challenged in court in the past. And part of the reason that it has been challenged.
Is the video playing okay for everybody? Hey, Collins, how are you? Wait, who was that said that? I see where Yes It's Me was saying that it was horrible for them. Is it okay for everybody else? Okay. No, I just paused it, Emerald Queen. Hey, American Princess, how are you? Okay. Shit, hold on. Y'all trolled and hid the remote. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Let's see if this is going to help it a little bit. I'm going to back it up just a little bit for y'all. Okay, and then I'm just going to play it from here, and hopefully it'll be better.
I mean, that was mostly what was used to get this information, is new. And it has been challenged in court in the past. And part of the reason that it has been challenged in courts in the past is because sometimes the data is a bit off. It's not off, in 20, 30 miles, but it can be off in excess of up to 3 miles. And so, it's highly plausible for him to be in a 3-mile vicinity of Moscow when he lives so close by near Washington State University.
And one of the other issues was the witness, the surviving roommate, who described seeing someone with bushy eyebrows, someone who is tall, 5'10", actually, is what they said. Is that a specific enough description to match Kohberger's, or how strong is that piece of evidence?
So again, we have to remember that all of these pieces of evidence, they don't exist in a vacuum, right? The prosecution is going to take all of it. It's the totality of the circumstances. So look, as a singular piece of evidence, no, it's absolutely not a strong piece of evidence. However, the DNA, which puts him, in the home, coupled with the cell phone data that puts him around the home, and then you have the description, sort of a light description of him, placing him in the home at that particular moment. So it's the totality of the evidence.
I really appreciate that point, and it's very important. The last thing I wanted to ask you about was the car. That video does not show a license plate, importantly, and Brian's car apparently was not even in the year range that police were initially looking for. How confidently can authorities and investigators say that that white car in that video is actually Kohberger's?
They might have a hard time with that, but I think one of the rebuttals to that is he could have easily removed the license plate. That's
Sure.
something you can take on and off a car very easily. In terms of the year, the reality is body styles do change from year to year, but they really change sometimes in a very nuanced kind of way. I do not think that this is a piece of evidence that's going to be portrayed as just the singular piece. But again, to the point before, it'll be the totality of it, with a car that looks like his being around the scene of the crime at that time.
Sure. Bottom line, do you think the prosecution has a strong case with this evidence?
I do think that the prosecution has a strong case, and I think that, coupled with the evidence that was recovered from his apartment, as well as whatever was recovered from his home in Pennsylvania and the search of his car, we still don't know what the results were of that. And so I think that all together is going to present a very strong case.
All right, Tracy Walder, thank you for breaking this down with us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Natasha.
Thank you for.
All right. And I seen some people were saying it was lagging. I do apologize for that. Do y'all think, though, that there's going to be enough evidence to convict him? Hey, William, how are you? So Colin says yes. Millennials says yes. I hope they do, y'all. I really do. Because, I hope they find out why. Just if for nothing else, the parents, I'm sure they want to know why. Like, why would he do this to someone? What is his motive? What is his reason? What did they do to him? Why them? Why that house? So hopefully, during all of that, that'll be brought out too. Susie Q, how are you? Okay, I think it's too soon to tell. There's a lot of things we still just don't know, and hopefully there will be sufficient evidence. I really hope so. Yeah, I do too. I don't know. The first time we saw him in court, he still had that cocky look on his face. That last time we saw him, I don't know. The cocky look, like, I don't think he had it as much as he did before. He had more of that last time, in my opinion anyway, he had more of a scared look, a worried look, like he's not going to get exonerated like he thought he was. It's simple. Bring back the gallows. Criminals have no fear anymore. That's right, because they know that nothing like that's going to be done to them. Like there's some states that do have the death penalties, but, they get so many appeals. If that is their sentence, sometimes they get overturned, sometimes they don't. And, like Big Al says, they have no fear anymore. Okay, I'm just wondering how they're going to identify eyebrows. I can't wait to hear more evidence. Speculation. I'm curious how, hey Wolfpack, I'm curious about the eyebrows, about the bushy eyebrows. Like I said, unless there is more that she told them. And James, you take care as well. Unless there's more, uh, she told them about what maybe he was wearing, like I said, a hoodie. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe she was able to tell uh, about his hair, what color it was, or if it was curly, straight, bushy hair, uh, whatever. Maybe she was able to tell all that, but they just didn't. I think they would have been better off in the probable cause telling that if she would have said that, though, instead of just bushy eyebrows. Okay, deep set brows could accentuate hair. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay. Why did he go to college all the way across the country? Billy, more than likely, it had to do with maybe the program, the type of program that they had at WSU. It might have been, the program, the professors, uh, the amenities. It could have been a lot of different things that he went there for. They might have offered something that colleges closer to him didn't have. Or, so I don't know. Hey, Vapor, how are you? Okay, do you think they gave Dylan a photo lineup to look up? I mean, if he had a face mask on and all she could go by was his bushy eyebrows, then seems like they would have had to have put a mask on everybody. I don't know. I mean, it seems like they would have probably had to put a mask on him in a lineup just so she can point out the eyebrows. If he shaves his eyebrows, I will grab a stick. Yeah, I hope there's more that she gave police. Um, as far as the description, honestly. Hey Evie, how are you? And millennials, yeah, I agree. She should have seen his eyes too. I'm just wondering though, whenever they ask her, was there any lights on in the house? Was it dark or whatever? Like what her answer is gonna be for that. Hey Pink Butterfly, how are you? Okay, professor that has written books about other killers. I think he wanted to do their classes and hopefully become famous. Well, you know that he did study under the one uh, professor. What was I forgot what her first name is, but Nuili, I believe, is how you pronounce the last name. She had like several degrees and several things that she was an expert in and all this and that. So that could have been a reason why he went to WSU as well. Okay, I think a lot more will come in court when gag orders are lifted. Anyone know how long the gag orders are for? Yes, this means more than likely until they go to court or until the whole thing is over with. All right, so I did drop the link for the panel. Emerald Queen, I'll check it here in just a few minutes, okay? Eli, how are you? You'll be infamous with the rest of the killers on this. Hey, Tech Death, how are you? Okay, let me get back into my email real quick. Okay. I sent you info the other night about accepting into the PhD program and how competitive criminal justice is. 9mm, I believe I looked at that. I have to go back and make sure, but I do remember somebody sending me something like that. Julie, how are you? If he was Papa Rogers, some creators on YouTube think he maybe followed Elliot Rogers. Oh, he may have. I watched a thing on Elliot Rogers. Well, I watched his Elliot Rogers video that he did right before he did the murders. The dude is like super weird. Or was super weird, I should say. So it could be possible that Brian might have followed him. Eli, do you think he's going to write his own book, or you think he's going to let someone else come in and write it for him? I honestly think that if a book deal does come about in all this, I don't see him letting someone else do it for him. I think it's going to be him writing the whole thing. I think that too speculation. I think he's going to want to write it the way it happened in his mind and for the reasons that it happened in his mind. He's not going to want anyone else to take control of it. All right. See, I'm here but feel dead, so I'm not chatting much. 9mm, are you sick, honey? If so, I hope you get to feeling better soon. See, he's too narcissistic to turn that. Michelle, you're correct. Like I said, I just don't see him letting somebody else do it. Really. No, Eli, I think it's the control part that motivates him. I think that's what it is. Okay, so if he's guilty, the judge will enact son of Sam so he cannot profit from the killings. I mean, yeah, the judge can probably do that. I think he'll still write something about it, though. Even if he doesn't profit off of it or can't profit off of it, I think he'll still write something. Oh, kidney infection with lupus. Oh, 9mm. I'm sorry, honey. You need to go rest, though. Kidney infections are no fun. All right, so Simple Butterfly, I'm fixing to get into this Oregon guy because he's. People need to be aware of him, being that he's still out on the loose, especially if you're in Oregon or around Oregon. Everybody needs to be aware of this guy. All right, give me just a second. All right, so I'm going to let me go grab the videos because that article is kind of long. So play this one first. His parents can share. Yes, Tonka, that is true. His parents can. He can write it, give it to his parents. They can do whatever they want with it, and profit off of it. And Tonka, you doing okay tonight? All right. He's a Bundy's of the 20s. I mean, he just. It's weird how he looks like Bundy too, Eli. That's what's weird, how much he looks like him. It's just downright scary how much they look alike. All right, so this is going to be the guy, Ben Foster. They call him the Oregon torture suspect. And this video came out a day ago, and then I've got one that came out just like a few hours ago. So like I said, if you're in the Oregon area, in Oregon or just anywhere around Oregon, and use a dating app, please be safe. Or just anywhere, if any of you women use a dating app, be safe. Because there's some crazy ass dudes out there. All right. So let me get this pulled up, and then I have another video after this one in an article. I'm gonna go over real quick. What am I doing here? I'm also going to drop the link. Emerald Queen, please don't. It's very, very dangerous. All right, so I'm also dropping a link if anybody would like to come up. Like I said, if there's a case that y'all have heard of, you want to talk about, you're more than welcome to do that. All right, so let's get this playing.
This man accused of torturing and holding at least 2 women captive in Oregon and Nevada. Authorities are warning the public that the suspect is using dating apps to find new victims and also to find people who will help him elude police. News Nation correspondent Nick Smith has been tracking the story and joins us now. Nick?
And Natasha, they believe that many of his victims may not know exactly what's happening. Police are calling the details associated with their suspect extremely troubling. And they say he is the subject of an intensive round-the-clock search after a woman he was with was found unconscious, tied up, and near death. Take a look at this photo. This is 36-year-old Benjamin Foster. Police released this undated photo and have accused him of torturing a woman he held captive in Oregon. They say Foster, who was convicted in Nevada of keeping another woman in captivity, is using dating apps to find other people who can help him avoid capture or possibly to find new victims. Police in Grant Pass, Oregon say on Tuesday, Foster left a woman unconscious, tied up, and near death. She remains hospitalized in critical condition. On Thursday, police raided a property they believe Foster to be hiding in. His car was taken, and a 68-year-old woman was arrested for hindering prosecution. They say Foster managed to escape through a thick forested area. Now, police say that Foster is actively using online dating apps to contact unsuspecting individuals who may be lured into assisting with the suspect's escape or potentially as additional victims. Grant Pass PD on Friday, police offered a $2,500 reward for information leading to the arrest and prosecution of Foster, who was charged with attempted murder, kidnapping, and assault. Now, Foster is believed to be armed and, quote, extremely dangerous. Police stress that they are using every available resource and technology to locate him. Natasha?
Disturbing. Nick Smith, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Go to News Nation now.
Okay. 1 second, I gotta get this off of here so it doesn't start playing again. While I'm trying to talk. Okay. Oh, see, yes, it's me. If you're that close to Oregon, please be careful. Like, the dude is super crazy, y'all. He's already got this other woman. Like I said, she was 68 years old. Her name was Tina Marie. I cannot remember what her last name was. But, like, he got her to help him. And him and her was at a house together. Cops show up. He takes off running, and the cops losing. Yes, it's me. His first name is Benjamin. He's got a funny middle name. Hold on, I'll get his name. Let's see. Oh, let me see what his middle name is. It's a funny middle name. Okay. And if you search for him and you put in his name, you have to put the Oregon torture suspect, because if not, it comes up as Ben Foster, which is the actor. Wait, what is going on with Gigi? Okay. Okay, here is his name. I'm going to copy and paste his name and drop it in the chat. Okay, so that is his first, middle, and last name. Is it Obadiah? I believe is how you pronounce the middle name. It says a very weird middle name. Or I wouldn't say weird. I would say unique. Different. Let me grab this next video about him. God. God, I think my batteries are trying to go out in my mouse too. No, Vapor. I haven't heard when his next court date is. Let me see if I can find it real quick though. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Has anybody else heard when his court date is? When Jared's is? Okay, that was November of last year. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can find it. It shows where he was booked into the Sanpete County Jail January the 5th. And before, didn't they say that he had 2 charges on him? Because on this thing it says he's only got a single charge. Now, Roger, that's June 26th is the day that Brian goes to court, but we're trying to find where, what day Jared goes to court. I have to see if I can find it. Okay, let me get this going. I would think, though, probably in the next few months is when he'll be going to court. What the heck? Okay. Wait, we had a bear under our house? Oh my gosh. Oh, Roger, it's fine. All right, so this is going to be the second video. This is like the video that came out just a few hours ago, 4 hours ago, on the update of this guy, and it also tells about the lady who got arrested and all that.
We are following this shocking case out of Oregon, an urgent round-the-clock manhunt for a man accused of torturing and kidnapping women. Police are warning he is dangerous, and he's using dating apps to find his next victims and to find allies to assist in his crimes. His latest victim is still in critical condition tonight. News Nation's Ryan Bass has been delving into this case for us, and he joins us now live this evening. Ryan?
Yeah, Natasha, Oregon police are calling Ben Foster an extremely dangerous criminal here as they continue to hunt for him. Now, he is not only using dating apps to try and target the next women that he wants to find, but also to try and escape police as well. The 36-year-old is wanted on some pretty egregious accusations here: attempted murder, kidnapping, and assault. Now, I want to put his picture up on the screen so you can get an accurate idea of who this man actually is. He is on the run after Grants Pass police officers tried to arrest him on Tuesday for torturing a woman, trying to kill her, and holding her captive. Now, they found that woman in a Southwest Oregon home. She was tied up, badly beaten, and unconscious. She is in critical condition, still in the hospital. Police are warning that he's now not only using dating apps to look for those new targets, but also for those who will help him as he is on the run. Police also arrested a 68-year-old woman, Tina Marie Jones, for hindering prosecution, I should say, excuse me. They found evidence that Jones was hiding Foster at her home. We asked a former FBI special agent about the use of those dating apps here.
My guess is perhaps that's something that he's looking at doing through these dating apps, is then taking a woman, kidnapping them, holding them hostage until they help him basically get to wherever the next location is that he needs to be, whether it's he's taking their phones, cars, whatever. That's how he would be using that.
Now, here's the twisted part about all of this, Natasha. This isn't the first time that Foster has been wanted by police for torture and assault. In 2019, he was actually previously charged with 5 felonies in Nevada for holding hostage his then girlfriend inside of her Las Vegas apartment for 2 weeks, breaking 7 of her ribs, giving her 2 black eyes, injuries from being tied up at the wrist and ankles with duct tape. She was actually forced to eat lye and beat and choked until she was unconscious. That is according to a Las Vegas police report. Now, his girlfriend actually ended up escaping because she went out to the grocery store and the gas station. Natasha, again, that was 4 years ago. And now, here again, police looking for him once again.
I mean, Ryan, these details, absolutely horrific. And I know you've been looking into this case closely. Those events you described, that was just in 2019. So how on earth is Foster out on the street again?
Yeah, you're talking about 4 years ago, Natasha, and now he's out here loose and, obviously going through some of the same issues here. He was supposed to face decades in prison upon conviction, but in 2020, he actually reached a deal, only pleading guilty to 1 felony and 1 misdemeanor. That left him with less than 200 days in prison if you count the time that he served leading up to that trial. Now, Natasha, investigators say that Foster is actually trained here in mixed martial arts, making him even more dangerous. There is actually a $2,500 reward that police have put out right now for any information that does in fact lead to.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com.
Okay, so he does have ties to Vegas, the Oregon area. He knows martial arts. So, and y'all heard what he did to his girlfriend. Broke 7 of her ribs, held her captive for 2 weeks. The dude is super crazy. Yes, that's me. Hold on 1 second. I can get an updated. Hold on, give me just 1 second. Because there is another picture. Oh shit, that's the actor. Hold on. Okay. Let me pull this up. Delene, how are you? Because they're only showing this one picture. Well, there's actually 2 different pictures that they're showing. These 2 on the first pictures on the first and second row, that's the 2 that they're showing. So if there's any other ones out there of him, they haven't showed them yet. Wolfpack, I don't know. I mean, he has ties to Nevada and Oregon. So at this point, he knows they're looking for him. They come to the lady's house, the Tina Marie Jones lady's house, to get him, and he took off. So he knows that they're looking for him, so he could be anywhere. Speculation station, 102 days ain't shit either. Not near enough for someone like this. American Princess, today's the first time I've heard about him. I seen it, read over it. I knew that there was people that we had in here that's from Oregon and the surrounding areas. Well, a lot of crazy stuff goes on up there. But there's, using a dating app to lure women, not only so he can torture them, but he's also luring women to get them to help him. All through a dating app. It's very frightening. And the fact that he knows that they're looking for him and he ran from them, he, like I said, he could be anywhere. So that's the two pictures, like I said, that they're showing. The first two right here on the first and second row. Which is crazy. Yeah, he does. And then the older, let me see if I can find it real quick. This one right here, I don't know if y'all can see that very good. I think this is the one from Vegas, where he doesn't have the beard. So, eyebrows are going to give him away. I don't know, he looks completely different, like someone said, with the short hair than he does with the long hair. So, hey, Brian R., how are you? Caught me after I typed pickle, but I fell asleep before second drawing. Okay, there's women out there that find him attractive. Oh, Michelle, there's women out there that think that Brian Kohberger is attractive. Like, they completely forget that this dude has killed 4 people. 4 innocent kids. And they think that he's attractive. There was one lady that I read on Facebook that was talking about Brian Kohberger and how he had like an edge type look to him, or something. I forgot how exactly she put it. It was something about an edge type look to him, and she bet he was wild in bed and all this and that. Like, there's crazy women out there, y'all. It's disgusting. And you got the other woman who's posting all over Facebook that she's sending love letters to him, gonna put money on his books, and Sandra. I mean, yeah, they must be desperate, because like anybody who finds a man attractive, or just anybody attractive for that matter, who has killed people, just blows my mind. It's crazy. Oh shit, y'all, I done exited off my email. Hold on, I'm gonna get back into it. Cherokee Raider, how are you? And I'm doing good. Are you feeling any better? Most notes are free to roam. That's what's sad though, Eli. Seriously. Like, like this guy, this Benjamin guy. It's just, it's crazy to know that he is literally using an app, and there's crazy women out there who knows that this dude is in their area, and he is using a dating app to lure women to hurt them. and they will still be dumb enough to use the dating app for the area that they're in Oregon. That's how crazy. I don't understand, y'all. I don't. Speculation, yes, I hate to say it because I'm a woman myself, but women need to wake the hell up. For real. Quit thinking that a man who just murdered 4 kids is handsome and good looking and you're attracted. Like, no, there's plenty of men out there, decent men, that you can find. Like, leave all them ones in prison alone. It's ridiculous. All right, so I'm gonna read this article real quick. It actually came out today as well. And Gigi, it is sick. Like, this one woman is sending this boy uh, money, claiming she's gonna send him money. Put the money on his books. Why? Like, what is she gonna do? Seriously, what is she gonna do if, for whatever reason, he doesn't go to prison for this and he gets out? If she's sending him, like, this dude is that, he's that unstable, that if she's sitting here and she's sending him love letters and she's putting money on his books and she's making this boy think that she really likes him, and if and she's only going off the fact that he's probably never going to get out of jail. So what is she going to do if he does? He doesn't go to jail. And then he's like, hey, you're sending me money. You were sending me love letters. You were, doing all this and that. There's no telling what this girl has told Brian. I mean, if that happens, is she going to take him into her house and give him a roof over his head and buy him clothes and feed him and basically financially take care of him? Like, is she gonna do that? Or is she gonna be like, nah, I don't want you at my house. I don't want you to know where I lived. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. Well, that's gonna set him up because he's gonna be like, well, damn, when I was in jail, you wanted to be with me. You told me all this. You were sending me money. And now that I'm out of jail, you don't. Women need to be careful. Men are crazy. Hey, Penny, how are you? Watch the Golden Girls. It happened to Blanche. I love the Golden Girls speculation. I really do. I don't know, Judy. I don't know why they allow them to have internet. I mean, even if they didn't have internet, she can still mail him letters. If I remember correctly, no matter what, they can't stop your mail from coming in. They can read it and make copies of it in jail, but they can't stop people from mailing you or you mailing them. Oh, Penny, so I'm glad that you made it home safe. Hold on, let's throw the link back out real quick. Let's see. There's like a, you don't need to give your personal speculation. I hope this girl that's sending him these letters, if she is sending it through the mail, I hope she has a post office box where he doesn't know her actual home address. Because, hey, Lori, how are you? Because that's just going to be a disaster waiting to happen if this dude, which I hope he don't, and I don't think that he will, but until the jury, 4-person stands up and says we find him guilty, it's a possibility. Hey, Scott Ash, how are you? All right, so let me pull this up real quick. And this is just an article I'm going to go over real quick. All right. Okay, so it says police warned that Oregon torture suspect is using dating apps while on the run. I think this one gives a little bit more information than what the videos did. And then it's also Salem, Oregon, which, you know, Salem was oh, I can't think of their last name now, but the husband and wife that was attacked. All right. Okay, so it says a man accused of torturing a woman he held captive in Oregon, who is convicted in Nevada of keeping another woman in captivity, is using dating apps to find people who can help him avoid the police or to find new victims, authorities said Friday. So Benjamin Abdiah Foster, 36, is the subject of an intensive around-the-clock search by police after a woman was found unconscious, bound and near death in Grants Pass, Oregon on Tuesday. She was hospitalized in critical condition. And speculation, now I don't know exactly where he's from. I just know that he has, you know, the ties in Oregon and in Nevada. Hey, Miss Honeypenny, how are you? All right, so on Thursday night, Grants Pass police sheriff's deputies and Oregon State Police SWAT team and federal agents raided a property in the unincorporated community of Wolf Creek, some 20 miles north of Grants Pass, where they seized Foster's car and arrested a 68-year-old woman for hindering prosecution. Foster managed to escape, and this is the lady that we were just, you know, that they just had on the video. Tina Marie Jones. All right, so wait, where did I stop at? Okay, so authorities provided no other details, but the area right off the Interstate 5 is thickly forested and mountainous. The arrested woman, Tina Marie Jones, had followed Foster in her vehicle earlier Thursday as he drove to a remote location in Wolf Creek, then intentionally drove his 2008 Nissan Sentra over an embankment, according to the court documents. Jones then gave Foster a ride to the property that was raided Thursday night and where Foster had been hiding while police searched for him, according to the Josephine County Circuit Court records. Grants Pass police said Foster is actively using online dating applications to contact unsuspecting individuals who may be lured into assisting with the suspect's escape and potentially as additional victims. Police offered a $2,500 reward on Friday for information leading to the arrest and prosecution of Foster, who is charged with attempted murder, kidnapping, and assault in the attack on the Grant Pass woman. I'm sorry, y'all, but $2,500 is not enough. Right, nobody's going to talk for that little amount of money. Foster's public defender in the Las Vegas case did not immediately respond to emails the Associated Press seeking comment on Foster's behalf. Grants Pass police chief Warren Hensman told AP on Thursday that it is extremely troubling that Foster was out and able to prey on other women instead of still being behind bars for the Nevada crimes. In 2019, before moving to Oregon, Foster held his then-girlfriend captive inside her Las Vegas apartment for 2 weeks. He initially was charged with 5 felonies, including assault and battery, and faced decades in prison upon conviction. But in August of 2021, Foster reached a deal with the Clark County prosecutors that allowed him to plead guilty to 1 felony count of battery and a misdemeanor count of battery, constituting domestic violence. They literally let this dude reach a plea agreement. And that's how he got out. The judge sentenced him to up to 2.5 years in a Nevada prison. The 729 days that he has spent in jail awaiting trial was factored into his punishment, leaving Foster with fewer than 200 days to serve in state custody. That is crazy. So Foster's girlfriend suffered 7 broken ribs, 2 black eyes, and injuries from being bound at the wrists and ankles with zip ties and duct tape during her 2-week captivity, according to the Las Vegas police report. The woman also told police that she was forced to eat lye and choked to the point of unconsciousness. She escaped when Foster let her out of his sight during a trip together to a grocery store and a gas station. Court records show that Foster was out of custody at the time of the suspended jail sentence for carrying a concealed weapon without a permit. He was also awaiting trial in another 2018 case involving domestic violence. But Foster's plea deal with the prosecutors in 2021 settled the domestic violence case. A copy of the agreement shows that he was sentenced to credit for time served. I don't even know what to say right now. Like, this dude is beating the hell out of women, and they just let him walk. Hey, Anthony, how are you? I just don't understand it. I don't understand why a judge or a prosecutor would even. Just ridiculous. So, police in Grants Pass, a town of some 40,000 in southwest Oregon, said the Foster is believed to be armed and extremely dangerous. They claim he's extremely dangerous, which we know he is, but they allowed him to walk the streets. Make that make sense. We are using every piece of technology available to locate this man, said Hensman, the police chief. Hensman said that he didn't have time to think about how authorities in Nevada handled Foster's crimes there. Whatever happened in the past, he said, we can talk about those situations later. Did he even, go over what his stuff was in Nevada? I don't understand law enforcement, y'all. Judges and DAs, it's crazy. It doesn't make any sense, Fern. It don't. Hey, Jim J, how are you? I mean, he's beating the hell out of women. He held his girlfriend for 2 weeks, kept her captive, zip tied her ankles and her wrists together, used duct tape on her, broke 7 ribs, and gave her black eyes. And they let the dude just 2.5 years is all he was given, and half of the time they gave him time served before he ever went to court. Hey, Dino, how are you? Hey, Dreamcatcher, how are you? I just don't understand this, y'all. It's just ridiculous. The dude should have spent he should have had more than 2.5 years. He should have never done a deal on something like that. It doesn't make any sense. And now here he is on the run again in a different state for the same thing. If they'd have kept his ass in jail in Nevada, he wouldn't have been able to go hurt other people. Dreamcatcher, I'm doing good, thank you. It doesn't make no sense, Gigi. You're right. It makes no sense. It's just, I don't understand it. I mean, the justice system is completely screwed up. I almost dropped an F-bomb, y'all, but I gotta watch myself. I just don't understand it. They know that he knows martial arts. They're considering him extremely dangerous. But they let him out of jail. 2.5 years. And once he went to court and was sentenced, he only had to spend right at 200 days. Tammy C, how are you? And that is true. The justice system needs a restart. It's ridiculous. he could very easily murder someone. He's got an attempted murder charge already. And Stonegator, that is correct. We can only change it by contacting the state representatives and making a difference. That is it. I mean, it's, not to get political here or anything, but it's who is voted into all of these offices. All right. I don't know. Hopefully here soon, though, y'all. I'm gonna keep up with it. I've got it on my list of cases to keep an eye on. So hopefully they will catch this guy soon. And hopefully between now and the time that they do catch him, he doesn't hurt anyone else, whether it's a man, woman, or whatever, because he's on the run. He knows that they're looking for him. He's going to end up getting desperate, and desperate people are dangerous. He can very well hurt someone, if not kill someone, trying to get away from police. Okay, Louisiana just had a prison reform and is still bad. We know we had more incarcerated than anyone in the country. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I'm wondering which I highly doubt he did, but whenever he was in jail in Vegas, did he go through some type of program or therapy or to make him not want to do stuff like that, to help him get his life together and get a job and be a productive citizen? Probably not. And it probably wouldn't have helped if they would have, but still, like, they just let the dude back out on the street, and now he's doing it again, and he's gonna possibly hurt someone really, really bad. Louisiana was holding prisoners longer than sentences. Eli, just a question. Are you from Louisiana? I don't know if I've ever asked where you're from. See, where was he living? Don't you have a home to be on probation? I don't. Speculation. I don't know. I just said that he ended up moving to Oregon. I don't even know, like, does he even have family in Oregon? I'm wondering, like, who he knows in Oregon, or why did he move up there? Which I know that it's like, that's the place where a lot of these people who do stuff like that go to. But okay, Eli, I was just curious. I don't know what made him go to Oregon. Oh, you're from Florida. Okay. Katie K, how are you? Okay, so Stone Gator said just need an address to be approved and bounce if you want to run away. That's honestly, it's probably how he did it. Unless he's got family in Vegas. He may have family in Vegas and might have used their address when he got out. And then ran from there. Let's see. I can understand the 68-year-old being charmed. A younger guy tried taking advantage of my 80-year-old mom living off of her and drinking and being, oh God. Let's see. I moved her in with us, got him out of her life. Well, Penny, at least you got that taken care of. So your mom wasn't, hurt. And yeah, I mean, this Tina Marie Jones woman, she might not have had any family. Hey, Jody, it's cool. How are you? The Tina Marie lady, she might not have had family. Maybe if she does, maybe her family lives off. Maybe whatever reason, she might have just been lonely. And here comes this younger guy who's nice to her. And yeah, he charmed her. And it is sad. Like to do, it pisses me off, y'all, to see people treat older people bad. And there's a lot of sick, disgusting people in this world who treat older people bad. And that's probably what he was doing to this lady. He might not have hurt her because she was helping him, physically, but mentally, look what he did to her. Financially, because if she gets out of jail, she's got to pay fines and she's got to do all this and that. So in the long run, it ended up costing her more. A lot of sanctuary cities in certain states allow a lot of criminals to come with open arms. And that's what's dangerous. Oregon is one of the states that welcomes him because a lot of the cities have become shitholes. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I think a sanctuary city is just classified as a city that will allow fugitives, well, not own, I don't want to say fugitives, but felons to come there. Okay. Just catching up real quick, y'all. Okay, you can get caught with a gram of meth or heroin and get a citation. Stonegater, you're talking about in Louisiana. Is that what you're talking about? Wait, he is a leech. She was victimized. Oh, in Oregon. Okay. I mean, it's crazy. I don't understand it. Just the cops letting him back out in Vegas is what's crazy. Minimum enforcement of the laws. Fucking weird. I mean, it's just, I don't know what the hell's got going on with the world. You got all these people who are killing people, killing their kids, just and doing all of these different things, and they're getting like the least amount of time. I just don't understand it. All right, give me just a second, y'all. I'm trying to look for something real quick. Okay, I just want to take all the old people and keep them and love them and not let anybody hurt them. I know old people are awesome, y'all. Like, they are just like the most lovable people there are. And it seriously makes me mad when people mistreat them, hurt them, don't take care of them. Especially if it's your parents or grandparents, and you don't take care of them. It just blows my mind that people will not take care of their elderly parents or grandparents. Just don't understand it. Okay. I'm just looking for something real quick. And then I'm just going to get into this Lindsay Clancy lady. I'm dealing with a family member who mistreated my grandpa. We are taking legal action now. It makes me cry. Speculation. I had to go through the same thing with my father-in-law. Me and my husband did. His sister basically threatened him. Told him, if you don't do what I tell you to do, I'm never going to help you again. But because I have power of attorney over you, I can put you in a nursing home and there's nothing nobody can do. And hold on one second. Okay. Anyway, she would threaten him and, he was scared. He was scared of her. And she wasn't taking care of him. He was 88 years old. She was letting him stay home by himself, letting him take care of his medicine on his own. Because she had power of attorney, nothing, like, we couldn't none help him. And she lived 2 hours away. And one day, like, she's letting him drive and everything. He gets off, he goes to the nursing home, see his wife, and he leaves from the nursing home and he gets lost. And they catch him in the middle of a rainstorm driving down the wrong side of the road. And so my husband and I just basically had to put our foot down. And he finally came out and told us, she's got power of attorney over me, and she's been threatening me, and she's been doing all this and that. And I had to take him and get the power of attorney revoked, so me and my husband could take care of him. And it just pisses me off that people don't take care of their parents and grandparents. Okay. You know, they took care of us when we were little, so why can't we take care of them? Let's see, we just found out my mom has systolic heart disease. Oh, Stone Gator, I'm so sorry. That is sad. So y'all keep Stone Gator's mama in your prayers, please. Grandpa's gone now and can't speak for himself. Yeah, speculation for the last year of my father-in-law's life. It was me, my husband, and my 3 kids that took care of him. His other kids never helped do anything. He has 7 kids total, counting my husband. My husband's the youngest. They never did shit for him. They didn't come take care of him. They didn't come clean him when he was bedridden. They didn't know nothing about his medicines, his insurance, his doctor. They didn't know nothing. They didn't try to learn it. When he was in the hospital from the day before Thanksgiving in 2019 until January the 21st of 2020. He was in there for over right at 2 months. And none of his kids but one came and seen him, other than my husband. Me and my husband and my 3 kids were there every day. One of the sisters came every other day, unless her and her family had to go out of town to go on vacation. And then whenever he passed away, guess who was there to take it up and write out his obituary and get all of his pallbearers and get his clothes to be buried in and pick out his coffin? None of his kids did it. It was me. And I was the one sitting there holding his hand when he took his last breath. So he knew, out of all of his kids and his in-laws and grandkids, which ones it was that truly loved and cared about him. And that's what I tell my husband all the time. You know, karma's going to come back and it's going to bite them in their ass. So, you know, we did the right thing. We did what we were supposed to do. And they didn't, and they're going to have to live with that. And it just, to this day, irritates the hell out of me when people don't take care of their parents and grandparents when they're old. Or even if it's your aunt or uncle, if they ain't got nobody to take care of them, you step up and do it. Just don't understand people who don't. I don't know, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm on a rant because some people irritate me. I just don't get it. I don't get how you have 7 kids and only one child out of 7 kids knows your medicine, your insurance, and your doctors. I just don't get it. I was an only child. So, you know, my dad is dead. My mama's still alive, and if she needed me, even though I don't even get along with her, if she needed me, I would be there to take care of her. But these kids are just, some people are just selfish. I just don't understand it. Hey, Sophia, how are you? All right, y'all. So, has anybody heard about the Lindsay Clancy lady from Massachusetts? She's married, had 3 kids. She was a nurse in the labor and delivery department at a hospital there in Massachusetts. Um, she had a 5-year-old daughter, a 3-year-old son, and then she had a 7-month-old little boy. And she, after her 3rd child, she ends up she's posting like back in June, July on the internet. She's talking about she has postpartum depression. Um, she's dealing with it. She's doing like seeing doctors, and her husband starts working from home so he could be there with her. She ended up taking off from work to she's trying to like change her life. She's trying to make everything better. She's eating differently. She's doing exercises, all of this, trying to get the postpartum depression better. And so Tuesday on the 24th, her husband goes to pick up takeout, and it's gone 20-30 minutes. And he comes home, and his wife is laying out in a yard. She basically jumped out of a 2nd-story window on their house trying to unalive herself. So he calls 911 and says that she's jumped out of a window. She tried to unalive herself. When paramedics get there, they find 2 of the kids, the 2 older kids, have been strangled. All 3 kids were unconscious. And the 2 oldest ones, they were all sent with the mama to the hospital. The 2 oldest ones were pronounced deceased at the hospital, the 5-year-old girl and the 3-year-old little boy. She is in the hospital because, like I said, she tried to jump out the window, but she has been arrested. She's been charged, and she's still in the hospital. And they said that her arraignment will be after she gets out of the hospital. The baby, who was 7 months old at the time that this happened, turned 8 months old Thursday, and then Friday he passed away. So all 3 of her babies are now gone. She tried to take herself out. She's, as of right now, been charged with 2 counts of murder. Hold on, I got to wrote down here. So as of right now, she faces 2 counts of murder, 3 counts of strangulation, suffocation, 3 counts of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. And since the baby has passed on Friday, they haven't updated the charges yet for him. But they are saying that there will be more charges coming. So more than likely tomorrow, they'll probably add more charges to it. But I've got a few things about her that I wanted to read. And her husband, hey, the amazing Tiff, how are you? Her husband is asking people to forgive her for what she's done. And speculation, yes, postpartum is real. I don't know what the laws yet. I got to look into them for the state of Massachusetts. And I don't think that would be an insanity thing. I don't know. We'll have to see how it works out. But Stonegater, that's what I was thinking. Like, she jumped out of a 2nd-story window and tried to unalive herself. Now, I completely agree that postpartum is real. Postpartum depression, they're saying in some of the articles that experts are thinking that maybe they're calling it postpartum psychosis. It is a very real thing. Billy Jones, you have a wonderful night, and thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us tonight. And I know there is a lot of women out there who have it that probably, that don't get help and should get help. There's some women out there that does get help, but it is a real thing. Oh, Yorkie Mama, so it happened close to you. It's sad, y'all. It really is. But I'm going to pull this article up. I actually have 2 different articles to show y'all. I know Gigi is very sad. And that is true. Mental health is real, but also shit happens. And if you don't get treatment and you do the crime, you do the time. Okay, so it says Lindsay Clancy's husband pleads for people to forgive her for killing their children. I'm going to be honest, y'all. I don't think I could forgive. I don't know. I mean, everybody's different. So, but he's wanting people to forgive her. All right, so it says the husband of Massachusetts mom, Lindsay Clancy, who was accused of strangling her 3 young children, and this is all trigger warnings also, y'all. She's accused of strangling her 3 young children before attempting to take her own life, has pleaded for people to forgive her for the heinous crime, describing the real Lindsay as loving and caring. Yes, Wolfpack, they were all 3 his. Okay, so this is throughout the article, it's going to have the things that he has put in a statement asking people to forgive her. He says, "I want to ask all of you that that you find it deep within yourselves to forgive Lindsay, as I have," Patrick Clancy wrote in an update on the online fundraiser Saturday. Stonegator, whenever the paramedics got there, they found him. So the real Lindsay was generously loving and caring towards everyone, me, our kids, family, friends, and her parents. The very fibers of her soul are loving. All I wish for her now is that she can somehow find peace. I don't. I hope she doesn't find peace. She needs help, but she killed her babies. The heartbroken husband and father's moving words come after Lindsay, 32, was charged Wednesday with murdering her 5-year-old daughter Cora and her 3-year-old son Dawson and attempting to kill their 8-month-old son Callan. Cora and Dawson were pronounced dead at the hospital. Although the medical examiner has yet to determine the cause of death, the children appear to have been strangled. Callan, who turned 8 months old on Thursday, was flown in critical condition to Boston Children's Hospital, where he died on Friday. Oh, I remember Andrea Yates Irene. Crazy. Okay. All right. And this is the babies and her husband. Hey, Carrie, how are you? I'm going to be honest, y'all. If he wants to forgive her for killing his kids, that is him. He has that right. You kill my kids. I'm not, no, no. Don't understand it. The mom, who is expected to face upgraded charges after Callan's death, allegedly strangled the 3 children, while Patrick, who had reportedly left their Duxbury home to pick up food. Her husband returned to the house to find the kids unconscious with obvious signs of trauma. And I have not found, there hasn't been anywhere where they've said, what type of trauma other than they appear to be strangled. So I don't know what else she done to them, but the charges are 3 counts of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. So they may be considering what she used to do it as the deadly weapon, or she done something else to him. Okay, so it says Lindsay has also jumped out of a window in an unsuccessful unaliving attempt. A lot of people have said that they can't imagine, and they are right. There's absolutely nothing that can prepare you. The grieving father also wrote in the update Saturday. The shock and pain is excruciating and relentless. I'm constantly reminded of them. With the little sleep that I get, I dream about them on repeat. Any parent knows that it's impossible to understand how much you will love your kids until you have them. The same goes for understanding the devastation of losing them. Opening up about his youngest son's death, Patrick wrote that Callan died with an enormous courage despite being so little. Maybe it was his way of demonstrating what I need to do to press forward. I'll always try to draw inspiration from him. He'll always be my little hero, the dad said. The Massachusetts General Hospital nurse had been somewhat open about her mental struggles, having revealed on Facebook in July that she finally felt dialed in again 6 weeks after the birth of their third child. Sources told CBS Boston that authorities are considering the possibility that Clancy was suffering from postpartum psychosis. I'm not even gonna. And she worked in the labor and delivery department at a hospital. Like, this woman was with newborns all the time. Like, she cared for these women's newborns. She's seen and has probably had to deal with people who have postpartum. So Patrick wrote that the couple's marriage was wonderful and diametrically grew stronger as her condition rapidly worsened, without elaborating on her condition. I took as much pride in being her husband as I did being a father, and felt persistently lucky to have her in my life, he wrote. I still remember the very moment I first laid eyes on her, and can recall how overcome I was with the kind of love at first sight that you only see in the movies. Patrick said that the two would start every morning out with a big hug and would say I love you to one another throughout each day. She loved being a nurse, but nothing matched her intense love for our kids and dedication to being a mother. It was all she ever wanted. Her passion taught me how to be a better father, he said. Now, I mean, Anthony, she really doesn't look like the crazy type, but she knew that she had struggles, and they're saying that she was trying to get help, for the postpartum, but she had, for whatever reason, she had to go do this to her kids. Okay, the father also posted a heartbreaking tribute to his two older children, recalling all of the personalities and quirks that made him love them so dearly. Cora had an infectious laugh and was stunningly beautiful. She was a cautious one, but it was really because she was so caring, he wrote. Dawson had beautiful, bold, brown eyes that beamed with friendship. He was naturally humorous and generous, beyond the normal of a typical toddler, always willing to share his toys with others, he continued. Cora, Dawson, and Callan, you gave me so much in your short time here. I don't know if the pain will ever go away, but I'll do my best to carry on in your honor. Dada loves you so much and will always remember you, the heart-wrenching post concluded. It's just, it's a very sad thing. The baby had just turned 8 months old the day before he died. Yeah, Anthony, she worked on the labor and delivery unit. She was a nurse there. She's the nurse that's in the room with the woman when the lady has the babies. She works in the nursery. Like, she's around newborn babies every single time she walks into the hospital and goes to work. She's there with these mothers. I don't understand if it was so hard on her. Like I said, I know postpartum depression, psychosis, whatever it is they want to call it, I know it's real. And I know that there's women out there, and if you think that you're going through it, please get help. Please don't hurt your babies. But if she knew that it was that bad, why didn't she try something else if whatever she was doing wasn't working? Yeah, she was getting help, Yorkie Mama. they said that there was some type of week-long thing that program thing that she was going to, and then the husband was at home every day. He was actually working from home, trying to support her and stuff like this. But if she's seeking help and it's not helping, why not try something else? That's what I don't understand. Instead of hurting your babies. So I'm like I said, I'm sure because the baby had just passed Friday. I'm sure that Monday, they will add that other charge. I don't. And yeah, Patty and Pink, I know it's real, and it's a lot of women struggle with it. So if you, I don't know if everybody in here or all the ladies anyway, if you all have kids, if you don't and you do end up having kids and there's any type of depression afterwards, please get help. Because the babies don't, the babies can't help it that you're going through that. Go to Hawaii by yourself for a month, leave the babies at home. Yeah, I don't know. It's heartbreaking. Like all of these cases that we've been talking about is heartbreaking. Such a sad thing. Okay, give me just a second. Okay, I do not know why she was admitted for help. I don't think she was, and if she has been admitted to a hospital for it, I haven't seen it, but whatever the program was, it was like a week-long program that she was doing. I don't know if it was somewhere that she had to go to every day to do it, like a outpatient type thing. It might have been that type of program, like an outpatient program or therapy treatment or something like that she was going to. Oh, wait, what am I? Hold on a second. Hold on, y'all. Something has popped up on my screen and I got to get it off. Okay, why didn't she dodge up with me? And Patty and Pink, I don't know. Like somebody in the chat said, usually if you're going to jump, you're more than likely just from a second story window, you're just going to break bones. I think that she wanted to do that to herself, and she didn't want to be here anymore either. But she did it to these babies, so I get the postpartum thing, but she needs to pay the price. Like she needs to go pay for her crime, and hopefully she'll get some type of therapy while she's in jail if they offer that. Okay, give me just a second. Because I have another article here, but it basically says the same thing. But I'm trying to find out what day it was put out. Because this one says that there's no new charges following a third child's death. But it does tell a little bit more. Okay, let me pull it up real quick because there is some more information. Let's see. Give me just a second. Yeah, I've got my stuff all screwed up on my screen right now. I don't know what the heck is going on here. Okay, can y'all see that? What? My screen. Okay, I'm creating something for the Idaho 4 Memorial Fund. Will buttons be good with the 4 names, or should I do wristbands? Okay, so Cherokee Raider said that she is creating something for the Idaho 4 Memorial Fund. Would buttons be good with the 4 names, or should she do wristbands? Anyone's thoughts? I say wristbands. All right, so I believe they usually put one on psych evaluation. Okay, so let me get through this one real quick. And it just says husband of the woman accused of killing 3 children asked for forgiveness for wife. But this one's got a little bit more information. I don't know why I had the other one labeled to read first. But it just says the husband of the woman accused of killing her 3 children by strangling them before attempting suicide in Massachusetts on Tuesday said that he has forgiven his wife and is asking others to do the same, citing an unspecified condition she was reportedly struggling with. And this article came out like earlier this morning. Okay, wait, let's see. Waited backstage for a long time. I have questions, but it's too long to type. PT. Okay, Stonegater, are you still back there? Oh god, y'all. I feel a sneeze coming on. Hold on one second. Okay. No, it's okay. Do you want to come back up, Stonegater? Hold on one second. The way I've got my screen set up right now, I couldn't see you back there. I'm sorry. Yeah, Gigi, these babies, the 2 oldest ones died Tuesday, on January the 24th. And then the 8-month-old little boy passed away Friday, just a day after he turned 8 months old. Okay, I'm bringing you up. All right, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, how are you?
I'm good, but I'm a bit confused. I will never ever be able to experience postpartum as I'm not able to have a child. I'm not experienced in it. I've just heard of it. So I have a question.
Okay.
Like people with postpartum depression, can you like look at them and notice that there's something wrong or that they do have postpartum depression? I'm asking because she's a nurse working with nurses who work with patients who had just had baby, and I guess you automatically go into postpartum, maybe, Ken. So wouldn't they be able to maybe see things in her that, you know what I mean, that could maybe signify that she needed help or something was wrong?
I don't think it's a physical, because I never experienced it, but I don't think it's like anything physical. I think it's more like a mental type thing. It's they do call it postpartum depression. I've never heard of postpartum psychosis. It was always postpartum depression. So I'm thinking it's more of a mental type thing. Her husband knew about it. I don't know if anybody else at her job knew about it, but she was posting online about it. So, I don't know if she spoke to like the nurses that she worked with, or she even like shared that with them. I don't know.
Well,
And
you can guarantee she had at least one coworker on her social media, probably. You
oh
know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
or more.
there's no way in hell that they didn't know what was going on with her.
Mhm. Okay, so Crime Crazy is posted in chat, and she said it's caused by an imbalance in your brain due to changes in levels. Shit, y'all, I can't read. It is caused by an imbalance in your brain due to change in levels in hormones and lack of sleep.
Right. So wouldn't that change like your personality, how you act versus how you used to act? because that all comes from your brain, right? That's what my question kind of
Yeah,
is.
it's basically depression, and they just add the postpartum part to it because it's usually after you have a baby and your hormones are all out of whack and all that.
So to me, these people that she works with 12 hours a day, probably 7 day shifts like most nurses do, and you mean to tell me they didn't notice a difference between when this happened than before she had the baby or whatever?
I
Like,
mean,
this
yeah,
is,
I would think just her mood. Uh, her mood would probably be different. I don't know if she was taking any medication for it or anything like that. Nothing that I have read has said if she was taking any type of medication. But just her mood would probably uh, be different. Uh, Probably tired, um, you know, cranky.
Unless she never went back to work.
Yeah, I don't know if she did.
Sure.
I haven't seen where she didn't go back to work. It just said that she had taken off of work to do that week long program for the postpartum.
Well, what about the restaurant? It didn't deliver?
Oh, you're talking about where he went and picked up the tag guy? I don't know. He just, for whatever reason, they said that he was gone for like 20 minutes and he came back and he found her and the 3 babies like that.
who's that underneath me? I can't read it.
That is Judy.
Hi, Judy. So are you thinking something sus like I am?
Yeah, I sure am. Because there's too many things missing from this. Too much information missing. I mean, did she jump out into the backyard where they had a fenced in area, a privacy fence, and the neighbors wouldn't have seen it?
Um, Let me see if this article that I have
Or
pulled up, if
did
it
she
shows.
jump out the front where she lives?
No,
All the houses are
her
close by?
house is like a barn type house. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna have to take this down real quick so I can find it. Um, her house is like a. It's hard to explain. I don't know the type of house that they're called, but it looks like a barn. The way it's shaped. So the upper store or second floor windows were on the end of the house. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find.
I literally lived in a barn in Louisiana, and my top floor windows, one faced the front and one faced the back.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can find a picture of it so y'all know what I'm talking about. There might have been. Hold on. Oh, where's the picture of?
Did this woman admit to this?
I don't know because she's been in the hospital. I don't know if she was out, like knocked out, almost. Yeah, I need a picture of their house if you can find it. Just email it to me. Um, I don't know if she has talked, if she's admitted to it. All I know is that the husband left, come back 20 minutes later, calls 911 and said that his wife jumped out of their second story window.
Well, he must have thought it was bad enough if he stayed at home.
Right. Yeah. He says in the articles that he stayed at home to help support her.
How long had he been staying at home for?
It didn't say.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's too many
right.
loopholes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this did happen Tuesday, so not even a week ago. So I'm sure more more stuff will come out about it. I hope. The baby, like he had just turned 8 months old Thursday, and then died Friday, a day after he turned 8 months. After he turned 8 months old. So, if this was like as soon as she had him, it's been going on for 8 months. Okay, let me see if he sent it to me.
Okay, so going back to what Judy said, if he had to take off of work to take care of her, why in the hell did he leave her alone with the kids for 20 minutes to go get food? Like Judy said, if she was that bad off that he had to take care of her or whatever, why not get it delivered? Like, why would you be okay to leave her to go get food, but you can't be okay to leave her to go do anything else?
Yeah, that's what doesn't make sense. You know, I'm sure in Massachusetts they have DoorDash, unless they're just in an area. Because I know, like Louisiana, we have DoorDash, but where I live at, they don't deliver here. So it could have been one of those type of things.
But does it take you 10 minutes to get there and 10 minutes to get back, plus to get your food where you
Oh,
live,
girl.
though? That's why DoorDash isn't available. You probably live in
Oh
the
yeah,
boonies.
if I do, I live literally in the middle of the sticks. Like if I want to go pick up fast food, it's at least a 35 to 45 minute drive. One just go in there, then you got to get your food, and then you got to drive back.
Right. So if he's able to go there and come back in 20 minutes, they can most definitely DoorDash to him.
I don't know.
Is what I'm saying.
I mean, I get what y'all were saying, what y'all were thinking, also, because that thought did cross my mind. That, especially when I seen he was gone for 20 minutes, he comes back and she's done this to all three kids and jumped out the window, which I know it can happen that quickly, but the way they're explaining it, and here's the picture of the house.
Okay, I see.
The way they're explaining it is that when he got back home, he called 911 and said that his wife had jumped out the window. So I'm assuming that, like, and I want to say that I've seen somewhere this window right here. I don't know if y'all can. Let me zoom in on it. This window, the top story window in the front part of the house. I don't remember where I seen it at, but it was that window that she jumped out of. And so I'm sure that whenever he pulled back up to the house, he saw her laying there and the window was open. So he knew what had happened. Let's see.
Has he been given a lie detector?
I don't think so. I don't. Unless she, like, she might have admitted to it, and that's why they don't think he had anything to do with it. But the way it's looking like, apparently the police don't suspect him. Now, as far as like a lie detector, I don't know. They haven't put that information out.
I don't know. It's something that just don't add up to me. The first 20 minutes he takes off and this happens.
Yeah.
You know, because you got to think about this just for a second. And I know it's not a good thing to think about.
Oh, I completely
But
get
how
what you're
many
saying.
children was allegedly attacked by her?
3. They had 3 kids. They had a 5-year-old little girl, a 3-year-old little boy, and then a baby that was 7 months old at the time. I don't know why he couldn't have taken the kids with him.
Well, the other thing is yeah, that's one good thing I wasn't thinking of. The other thing is she only had 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Even though you're suffering from postpartum, wouldn't there be any kind of remorse in the middle of that?
And this was another thing I read about it. She had, and I'm going to have to see if I can find that, but she had called her mom about something. I don't remember where I seen it at, though. And I didn't get the article, but something about she had called her mom, talked to her mom, and no, maybe that was something else. I'll have to see if I can find it, because I don't want to try to remember what it was if it's not the right information. So I'll have to see if I can remember that. But it seems like I read something about she called her mom or something like that as well while he was gone. Do you know this?
So she had time to have a phone call. She had time to strangle 3 children, and jump out of a
the
window
window.
in the time that he went get food and came back.
Hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I can find that though, because like I said, I want to make sure that it's the right information that I put out. Because I forgot what the phone call was about. I can't remember what it was, but I'll have to see if I can find that article because in between everything else going on today, I was like in a hurry trying to get as much information as I could get on this. But it's just, hey Scott Black, how are you? It's just it's crazy. I I don't get it.
Hell, I'm still upset that the first story you came out with that an inmate might have access to the internet. I can't believe that. So,
Oh, you're talking about Brian?
yeah.
Yeah, about
He
the
doesn't
woman.
have access to the there. He does not have any way to pull up YouTube, to pull up Google or
No,
anything.
he can't do any of that.
He
Um,
has access to a tablet that allows him to text message only people that pay for it, and he has to pay for it, and phone calls. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah, it's nothing like how we can get on the internet or anything like that. Hey JP, how are you? Um, they probably, I think they do email, I believe, and like you said, text message and stuff like that. But that's about as far as it goes for.
And everything still gets monitored.
Yeah.
They don't get the messages until everything's still monitored before they get it.
Let's see. I believe she did it, but something pushed over the edge. I mean, I completely get what Judy and Stonegate are saying. Like, how many? What I would want to know is how many other times has he left, like the dad left, and left her there with the babies? How many other times and for how long has it been?
And how long has he been working from home?
Yeah, that would be something else.
This kind of reminds me of Quentin Simon in a minute because, like, the mom did it and then the dad was away or not around or knows nothing about it. But I don't understand how Brian can go into a home, slaughter 4 people in 14 minutes, 16 minutes, something like that, with anger rage, right? So he would be able to probably do it faster. Do you think you can actually strangle your own children, jump out of a window, and all of that stuff within 20 minutes? And I'm just asking. I don't know. I can't see anyone being able to bring their children.
The part that you and I aren't discussing that Scarlett did bring up was that there's possibility of a weapon being used here. So,
yeah, I don't know if that, because that is her charges. She has 3 counts of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. So I'm just assuming that possibly could be something that she used for, and I'm trying not to be like super graphic here, but what she used to strangle them.
That's what I was thinking when you said that also, like a scarf or a rope or whatever would be considered a deadly weapon.
Right. So I don't know if that's what they mean by it or if there was other trauma, because I believe in the article that I had pulled up a minute ago, it was talking about that there was obvious signs of trauma, which could have been from the strangulation. So it's just the way they've got it worded, and maybe they're just, trying to be cautious with, how they're saying stuff. But I took it as that.
Or they're pulling another Iowa thing and keeping it all close to the chest. So,
well, they kind of. I'm not gonna go into that on here, but they kind of have to, with some of the way things are going on social media. We have professors suing TikTokers and people going everywhere and just messing up information on cases, which is why I like Scarlett, because she's not like that, and that's how things get all mixed up. And that's
Right.
why law enforcement is keeping shit close to them, because they're afraid if they let anything out, these people are going to go ham and, go crazy and do whatever they do. And that's why I feel like Idaho and even Georgia wasn't, saying anything, even Truckee, because they know what these people are doing.
Yeah. So, like I said, there hasn't been any new charges. Like, since the baby has died, the 8-month-old little boy, they haven't brought any more charges against her. So she still doesn't have that third count of murder, or she does have the 3 counts of strangulation and 3 counts of assault and battery, but she ain't got the third count of murder yet. So I'm thinking that maybe tomorrow they're going to charge her with that, and maybe new information at that time will come out as well.
In my opinion, the assault and battery is because she did beat them.
And yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like how they're wording it. It's, did she do something to him? Because it says assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. So did she do something else to them and then murder them? Or are they just using that because that's the wording of the charge, and she used something to do it?
Well, she doesn't even have murder charges yet, right?
Yeah, she's got 2. As of right now, she's got 2 counts of murder.
And the baby died Thursday?
Yes, the little 8-month-old. No, Friday. He turned 8 months old Thursday, and then the next day he passed.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so
there's no rush to charge her for that.
No.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if they did it this week coming, since he just
Yeah,
died
because
Friday. And then the
I
weekend.
wouldn't be surprised they didn't charge her for a couple of months. I mean, where's she gonna go?
I don't even know what the condition of her is. All I know is that she's in the hospital. They haven't said if she's in stable condition, critical condition. They didn't say anything like that, just that she's in the hospital. She's there with an officer, and that once she is out of the hospital, she will then go to court and be arraigned and all this and that.
Yeah, but she's under arrest right now if there's an officer with her.
Yeah. They arrested her the 25th, so Wednesday. So everything happened on Tuesday afternoon. The dad calls around 6 o'clock, calls 911, and then she was charged with everything on Wednesday the 25th. Scott, the 2 oldest kids, there was a 5-year-old little girl, a 3-year-old little boy, and then the baby that just passed away Friday had just turned 8 months old on Thursday. And the dad has a GoFundMe.
Yeah, sure he does.
And as of right now, from what I'm being told, has got $860,000 in his GoFundMe.
But you guys also have to. He just lost 3 children. He has 3 funerals. You know what I mean? That's 3 times the price of one funeral,
Right.
really.
Plus hospital bills and all that.
Well,
I'm sure if he's more than likely he's not going to be able to work for a while. So Sudie right now, she's in the hospital. And they haven't said which hospital, just that she's in a hospital. So I mean, he's still going to be responsible for her hospital bill too. So I'm sure also that they probably won't charge her with the baby's murder yet until they do the autopsy. So once that comes back.
So you think he died a different way than the other 2?
I mean, there's a possibility.
But still, $800,000.
Is 860,000?
That's a lot of freaking money, considering he's going to be collecting. No, he won't be collecting Social Security because the children have passed away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hold on. I got the link to the GoFundMe. Let me grab it real quick.
And And the
So,
kids are so young. Who's to say they even put life insurance on them yet? If they, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure they did, but just to
Even if
say,
they didn't, are you telling me that for 150,000, and that's including flowers, you could not bury 3 children?
see, what is the actual, can you see what his actual, asking limit, whatever is for? Because he could ask for like $100,000 and get $1 million because
I'm trying to see. Okay, so Matthew, he's not the one. The dad is not the one that set the GoFundMe up. This Matthew person is the one organizing the fundraiser. It's $864,260 raised of $1 million goal.
Okay, it is $1 million.
Yeah, the goal is $1 million, and it's then raised 864,000.
So
And
basically, he'll pay for her legal.
That could be,
Oh,
yeah.
I bet you.
Yeah. Because it says here, on behalf of the extended Clancy family, we invite you to offer support for Patrick as he navigates an unimaginable tragedy. We appreciate your thoughts, prayers, and outreach and support. The GoFundMe is intended to help Pat pay for medical bills, funeral services, and legal help.
There you go.
The assistance is especially needed because Pat will be unable to work for the foreseeable future as he weathers the painful, life-altering tragedy. So yeah, that's what he's gonna use it for. And I did read a minute ago, Troll has showed me a thing where it's saying that like their friends and family and all that they're I guess supporting her after this. So I don't know if the dad is saying she wasn't that type of person. Like if you really knew her, the real her before all this, she wasn't like this, and that's why he's asking everybody, to forgive her as he has. And I just don't know. That sounds like a lot to ask someone.
And if he had to stay home with her and all that, then apparently no, she didn't go back to work. But I would still think the people that cared about her, that are her coworkers, that are on her Facebook, would be personal friends of hers and actually sees these posts. Wouldn't someone be concerned other than her husband?
I would think. Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is where, so the 28th was yesterday. So this is where he was posting. Let's see. The following are the words of Patrick Clancy from today, the January 28th. And I'm trying to see if this is the one. Yes, this is where he was asking people to forgive her. Let's see.
I think we gotta wait a couple weeks and see how this all plays out before we come to any conclusions, I guess.
Yeah, we're more than likely going to have to wait until she gets out of the hospital. So they've had 13.1 thousand donations. It's one person did 5,000. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to knock him for trying, if he can't work. But
how many donations has he gotten so far?
31,000.
Wait, let me find it.
31.1. Oh, that's subs. I thought it said donations.
13.1 thousand donations. Hey, Zara.
So 13.1.
Yeah. 13.1 thousand.
Dang! Only if them people gave me $1, I would have $13,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of big donations out there.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why sometimes they'll have a goal and they'll still extend their goal because people still want to donate. But like Judy's saying, why $1 million?
For the 3 burials, let's just say 10,000 each.
Yeah.
For kids. So that's 30,000 right there. And then whatever the legal fees are, plus the medical bills, because I'm sure he'll have to pay her medical bills for her being in the hospital. And
She
then,
has a baby. I'm sure she's not gonna have that many medical bills.
and then whatever her legal fees are, and then her bills, or his bills to for the house and stuff like that.
Okay, how long do you see the GoFundMe says unforeseeable future? How long? Well, you can't put a time on grief, so never mind. I can't ask that.
Well, hell, I don't know what they've got for financing, but Christ, by that much money so far, they could do funerals. They can do.
Buy a house.
You can pay for the house. You can pay for your vehicles. I mean,
Yeah.
think about it. That's a lot of freaking money.
They paid $500,000 to the house in 2018, I believe it was that I read.
I'm sure he's gonna
She
try to
must
sell
have
that
had
house.
insurance on her. No, but she's not dead. God damn, why do I keep in my head there's 4?
Okay.
I don't know, Scarlett, but that picture you showed of the dad and the kids, I thought they were all kids. How old is the dad?
Oh, see, she's 32, so I'm sure he's probably close to around her age.
Look
That's the
at him. He
picture.
don't look he don't look less under 18, right?
Yeah, very skinny, slender dude. The kids were just adorable.
Weren't they? Like, that's
I
what I'm
wonder what his
saying. Like,
Facebook page says. What he used to do for work.
I'll have to see if I can look him up in a minute on Facebook and see if it says it on there. Okay,
I'm
one second.
assuming something to do with technology and the computer or calls or something, since he's working at home. Sales or something like that.
No, he could have got medical a medical leave for family members.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna take this off real quick. Let me go to my Facebook. Where's Facebook? Here we go. Let me see if
I'm
I
gonna
can.
drop down. I just wanted to talk to you about the postpartum depression stuff because I
Okay.
really know nothing about it, and just yeah. Thanks for having me up, though. I'll be in the chat.
Okay, did your hand and or wrist, or which I can't remember which one it was, did it ever get any better?
I'm in the process of physical therapy, trying to get it back to where it was, but it's
Oh,
still
okay.
really hard for me to write and type using my thumb and all that, because that's where it goes down to my wrist right there. So I'm trying, but it's getting there slowly but surely.
Okay,
It's
well,
been almost 5 months.
hopefully it'll get better soon.
Yeah, me too. It was 11:11 just now in your chat, and that's what my wish was. So, oops, I said it. It's not gonna come true. I'll see you in chat.
Okay, then. Thanks for coming up. Okay. All right, Judy. I'm trying to find his Facebook real quick, the dad's Facebook, to see if we
I'm
can.
just sitting around to give you something to bounce ideas off of. That's all.
Let's see here. I don't even see his Facebook. Hold on. I know she had a Facebook. So let's look up. Oh, they must have took her Facebook down too. Let me see. Lindsay. Oh, no, here we go. Wait, she has. No, this would be her. Let's She says labor and delivery RN at Massachusetts General Hospital, former nursing assistant, South Shore Hospital. Okay, let's see who. Surely he's got a Facebook. I would think. Y'all, I can't type tonight.
All right.
Hey, Laura, how are you? Jelly Bean, are you doing good? Jelly Bean says, didn't he work for Microsoft? I don't know, because I never did. Oh, wait, is this him? I never did see where he worked at. But let me see. I think this may be him. Maybe not. Doesn't even have any post. I don't think he's a weather guy. Let's see if this is him. Okay, this is from September 2022, but it don't say for sure if this is him or not. I can't tell by his pictures because they're not like up close. Oh no, that's not him. There's too many people with the same name. So maybe he doesn't have one, or if he did, he might have just taken it down. So I don't know. Okay. Yeah, Emerald Queen, we did. We lost her. Let me put the thing back out. Okay, Judy, I'm sending it. No, Lori, I don't think they were. Well, I know the baby wasn't adopted because that's where they're saying she got the postpartum depression after the baby was born. But I don't think the two older ones are adopted either. Okay. Let's see. Dang it, people go out and get different exotic names. In Zara, there was like 50 people with his same name. Stonegater, it said former. And then it said that she worked. Oh, shit. Let me go back to Facebook. So I can, because I forgot exactly how it said it. All right. Where's she go? Right here. All right. I'll pull it up here where y'all can see it real quick. I'm not going to go through her pictures and all that. I'm just going to show this part. It just says labor and delivery RN at Massachusetts General Hospital. StreamYard is not loading. What the heck? I know StreamYard had night before last. It was having issues. They sent me an email and said that there was issues with it loading between certain hours and all this and that, and that they think that they had it fixed. Hey, Kentucky Leah, how are you? Angel, how are you? And Angel, yes, if my spouse killed my baby, sorry, they're on their own. I would not. Yes, Scott, she was a nurse. She was a registered nurse. But yeah, I would not be asking nobody to forgive them. And Angel, I'm doing good. Thank you. It's still not doing, Judy? I hope they're not having issues again. All right, y'all. So like I said, I'm not going to go through her Facebook and all that. But it did say that she was an RN at that hospital. Okay. Let's see. I'd have to leave so I didn't kill my husband. Patty and Pink. Yep. Okay, let me see something. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get back into my chat on my phone. And for some reason, like the other night, it was working fine and it didn't bounce back to top chat, but tonight it's wanting to. Just yet it's not loading. What the heck? So apparently, StreamYard is having issues again. I know Emerald Queen is it's crazy. But yeah, they sent me an email the other day and said StreamYard was having issues between such and such and such and such time, and we believe that that your stream was one of the ones affected. Judy, you may have to. Okay, she's going to restart her phone. Okay. Hey Shay, how are you? Y'all. Trolls back here playing. Hold on just a second. Okay. Yes, Shay, everything is good. Thank you. I see. I'm sure the cops are looking at all the angles. There's a lot of storage except, so I'm sure they'll do. Yeah, and like I said, more than likely the charges won't come out on the baby until probably after the autopsy. No, Scott, he clicked on the link to see if it was working for him. And it was. He actually got backstage, but he didn't cut his phone down whenever he come back in the room. So whenever I started talking, it was echoing through his phone. And he was trying to hurry up and get it cut down, and it was still like making that buzzing noise. Is StreamYard the only choices on here? No, they have StreamYard, and then they have oh shit, what was it? Restream. And I think there's another one. But I only use StreamYard. Or you don't have to use any of them. You can just go straight live on YouTube, do your Streamlabs. Thank you, Shay. I forgot about that one. Or you can just go live straight from YouTube, from your studio, but I never do that. If you do that, you can have people up and all that on your panel. All right, let me get back into my email. I don't know why I keep clicking off of it for some reason. Wait, what a baby, I'm having to watch him. He's not cutting his phone down and jumping in my backstage and all that stuff. Let's see. Oh, this is the GoFundMe, so I don't need that anymore. Oh, Guapo, how are you? Okay, Judy is back, so let's drop her link. Hopefully it'll work now. Wait, what a baby he is. I have to watch him. He's like super sneaky. No, I have tried Restream, Sudi. I don't like it. I mean, it's basically the same layout as StreamYard, but it doesn't work good for my area. And Streamlabs I've never tried. StreamYard has always just worked. So That's the one I've always used. Jane, Gypsy, how are you? And Judy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you fine, hon.
Okay, so I'm glad it worked.
One thing I want to warn you about while I'm thinking of it before I forget, because I'm old as shit. You've got the last 3-4 days
Uh-huh.
or 5, maybe. Been a lot of people hacking around and a lot of bots on. And I just wanted to give you all a warning.
Okay. Wait, where did my... Hold on a minute. My thing is... Now my YouTube chat is frozen. See, I wasn't live. I was responding to something from... Okay. All right.
These
Okay,
people
so
attacking true crime just really pisses me off. Sorry.
Yeah, nah, you're fine. They just... Some people just don't like the true crime community for some reason.
Well, I'm just giving you the heads up in case you ever go back to the Kylie case.
Oh, yeah, I know. There's a lot of controversy with that one. I mean, I watch it, you know, I'm always watching to see if anything just happens to come out on it, anything new. And if it does, you know, I'll cover it too. But as of right now, there's nothing new. So, you know, I have to move
Have you
on to
gotten
other
a
cases.
copy of the autopsy on Trinity?
No, I haven't.
Good luck with that one. You'll be pissed.
Yeah, I do need to send out a FOIA for it.
Well, I think, if I'm not mistaken, SIFA has covered this.
Yeah, I think he did a couple weeks ago, I believe. Shay, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. So yeah, I think he covered it a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I think it was.
Didn't seem like it was that long ago, but
Okay. I think CC is going to release a bit soon. Yeah, I do need to send out a FOIA. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, wait. Hold on, y'all. I got something in an email. Okay, let me grab this real quick. But anyway, I do need to do a FOIA and get... There's actually a lot of stuff that I need to send FOIAs out for. I need to get some, like, for what you call it, Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell. I need to
well, let me give you just a little clue. One, just one.
Okay.
The girl left with no shoes on.
Yeah, I knew that.
There's not a whole lot of problems with the bottom of her feet.
Now, that's a little odd.
Well, you think?
There's nothing wrong with the bottom of her feet? Like no cuts, no...
There's not.
Because they're saying that she was found up in that thicket. I forgot what they call those bushes or trees or whatever they are. Oh shit, what are they called?
You're right, but for where she was found to what they're saying, it don't match.
Wow. Yeah, I'm for sure. I'm gonna have to get it.
I just go to Sifa's channel and find out how bad you want it.
I think he might have sent a copy to... I don't think he sent a copy. I think he did something because I wasn't able to see it because it was little writing, and I want to say that he sent me something that made it clear. I'll have to go back and look.
I don't know.
Let's see. Okay, here is Lindsay Clancy's arrest warrant. I'm trying to zoom it in where y'all can see it as well. So, trial court of Massachusetts. Wait, hold on. I gotta. For some reason, now my stuff is not playing on my phone, and I can't tell if the stuff is pulled up on the screen or not without it.
You got it pulled up on the screen, but it's not too large.
It's not what?
It's not real large.
Okay, let me zoom in a little bit.
Let me turn the screen. Oh, I can't turn the screen the other way. No, while I'm on this.
All right, I may have to do it like this. Okay. I don't like these new updates that YouTube is doing. They irritate me. All right, so it says for Lindsay M. Clancy, let's see. Let's see, offense location, Duxbury. She was born in 1990. Date of complaint was January the 25th of this year. And it's through the Plymouth District Court in Plymouth, Massachusetts. And here is her charges. So she's got murder, 2 counts of murder. She's got the 3 counts of strangulation or suffocation. And then she's got just the 3 other charges with the abuse and battery with a dangerous weapon. So that's the only ones as of right now. She's got 8 charges on her. So hopefully in a few days she will have the other charge for the baby, for Callan, on there. Okay.
Well.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, and it says reason for a warrant. Defendant may not appear unless arrested. Let's see. To any officer authorized to serve criminal process. Okay, and then witness. Let's see, the Honorable James M. Sullivan. And that was issued on, that would have been Wednesday, the 25th. Okay. So that's her arrest warrant. So hopefully they'll update the charges and for the baby. Which,
Steve is not in your live tonight?
No, he hasn't. He's not. He hasn't been in here the last couple of nights. I think he's working. Okay, let me get this off of my screen, y'all. Okay.
Because he's come up with several little tidbits.
Mm-hmm.
That was before the autopsy.
Yeah, I need to do the FOIA for her, for Trinity, and then I need to get all the Lori Vallow stuff.
Yeah,
for sure, because that's going to be another one.
Because there's a lot of things wrong with that autopsy, or I don't know, is it wrong with it? Now wait, I don't want you to think that they wrote the wrong stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to say is if you read it, there's a lot wrong with what they said kind of happened.
Yeah, that whole case there was a lot of suspicious stuff going on with that case.
Yeah, like the dog stopped at the end of the driveway where the fence was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How do you figure that out? You know?
Because it makes it seem like that somebody put her in a vehicle and drove her away from there.
Yep.
Is what it seems like. There was, like I said, with Aunt Ashley and the stuff that she had put out, she's basically given her boyfriend an alibi for the entire night. Just every
Yeah.
little.
You notice that too?
Yep, every little area in the house. She's saying Logan was here with me, or I was here I was taking a bath and Logan was in the bathroom with me, or it was just like there was too many. Like, why would you need to say that everywhere you were in the house, your boyfriend was there too?
No, because every time I've written an incident report or had to write an affidavit, there's never been mention of so much, not an initial one. You don't mention everybody that was in the room, or you could say who's in the room, but you may not mention if somebody left. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And they thought that it was another thing I didn't understand is she thought it was weird that the friend was crying. Trinity's friend was crying, but she didn't think that it was weird how Trinity was acting outside, with saying stuff that she didn't understand and all this and that. She didn't think that was weird enough for her to go outside and make her come in. She let Logan go outside and get her, and she went back to bed. There was a lot of stuff in there that didn't make sense the way she wrote it. And then at the very bottom of it, she says that I don't remember verbatim how she said it, but something to the effect of, we don't have a problem coming out and telling what really happened. And I'm
Yeah,
sitting
but
here
they're
thinking,
waiting for the autopsy to come back.
yes, once the autopsy comes out, but you just told what happened in your whole damn book that you just wrote. You just told what happened. So is what you're telling now what happened, or are you going to wait till the autopsy comes out and then tell what happened? Like, what's the point of telling all this other stuff about Logan was here and here, and Trinity and her friend was outside on the back porch, and I told him to come down to my end of the porch? And what was the point of telling all of that if that wasn't the truth? If you're going to come out once the autopsy is out, why are you going to come out then and tell the truth? Like, what is this whole big
The
long
only
story that
way
you just told?
you'd ever come up with all that information like that is if, well, there's an obvious reason, but if you were in a police station or something and you had to give an affidavit or whatever the case may be, if the police officer said to you, I want you to be explicit in your, and you know what I mean, and tell who was in the room, who was at the house at all times. But I don't see a police officer leading somebody either.
Right.
So,
yeah, it just, that whole case is bizarre, in there's just a lot of stuff in that county that I don't understand.
Well, I think there's a lot more stuff in that county. I think the fact that if Kylie's death speaks of anything, she would have not have gone in vain if what the sleuthers are going to dig up. Because it seems like I believe that the same person that signed off on there was some controversy over the coroner or the
I know the
whoever was
coroner.
doing the autopsy.
Oh,
is the same person?
You're talking about the forensic pathologist,
right?
Yeah, he's the one that did the autopsy.
But what I'm saying is that one of those two people were the same on both cases.
What was his name? Gregory Reber is the one who did the autopsy for both of them.
Well, I don't.
And there, in the past, before Kylie's and all that, there was Gregory Reber had issues with other autopsies that he had done, where he had actually sided with police on some autopsies. There was a officer involved shooting of a man, and he actually did the autopsy to where it would have sided with the police instead of what really happened. There's another thing that I remember reading that talked about like the morgue that where they were at the morgue and everything. It was like so packed, and they were just spitting out autopsies. Like, what was it, one every 3 hours or something like that, just constantly, like because they were overbooked. And there was like some mistakes that was made and stuff like that. So this guy's had corruption, bad dealings.
Have you checked his Venmo account?
He probably doesn't have one.
Sorry, I just had to.
You know how I am with the Venmos, Judy.
The devil made me do it.
The Venmos are they're so much fun to go through, honestly. And we'll pack, yes, Kylie's autopsy report was totally off. That is true. Yeah. Matter of fact, I know Gregory Reber's not going to have a Venmo, y'all. Now Judy's got me wondering.
See? I told you I'm just here to bounce stuff off of.
Let's see. Oh, I know what. Oh, wait. Holy shit, he really has a Venmo, y'all. Oh, yes, he does.
I may not be the brightest light bulb on the Christmas tree, but you know what? I'm always on.
That is so funny. Well, I mean, he only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He only has 5 transactions. And see, wait, what a baby. If I get a look at Venmo and I do like that little ooh thing, like there's something up. The last thing he did was January the 6th of this year. And I'm assuming this is his wife that he paid to for 2 hours of massage, Merry Christmas. So he paid for his wife's massage for Christmas.
And that was dated when?
January the 6th of 2023.
Isn't that a little bit after Christmas?
Yeah, I think he was late with his Christmas gift.
So 6 days, 6 of the month till the date that the kids were killed was how many days? Exactly.
Wait,
better
what now?
Better build a case.
Wait, say that again.
So the date that he paid for the massages was the 6th.
Right, January the 6th.
What date did these crimes occurred on?
Well, let's see. Kylie's was April the 6th is when she went missing. Trinity's...
No. I'm talking about... First of all... Nope, I'm one step ahead of you. I'm sorry. I thought you were checking on the other guy's Venmo.
Wait, what other guy? All you gotta do is give me a name, Judy.
Clancy, whoever the hell.
Oh, you're talking about the Lindsay Clancy's husband? Is that who you're talking about? Hold on one second.
The one at Massachusetts?
Yeah, hold on. We'll see. Hold on just 1 second. Let's see.
But maybe my mistake led you somewhere where you were supposed to go.
Oh, I thought you was talking about Reber. Gregory Reber, the guy that did the...
Well, I was, but I think by saying it, you heard it right. I said it wrong.
Yeah, because I didn't think Gregory Reber was going to have a Venmo, so I never looked him up, but I'll be damned, he's got a Venmo.
Age check here, age check. Old age sucks, remember.
You can't be that old, Judy.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
I'm old enough to be your mother.
Okay, so that's still not old. is it not?
I didn't say what age. But
Well,
that's all right.
if you were, let's just say, 18 years older than me. Oh, damn, it is 1:30 in the morning. I got to do math again.
Well, I'm more than 18 years older than you, so we'll just
Okay.
leave it there.
Okay, well, if you were just 18, though, you would only be 60 years old. So that's not old.
Well, I understand, but let sleep and crocodile sleep, okay?
Okay, so let's see. Patrick. Let's see. I'm seeing if this guy's got one. See, this is the problem that you run into, though, is when you look for someone, there's like...
If he's a tech guy, he probably's got his stuff covered.
Well, there's several accounts, like 20 or more accounts with the same name.
You don't have time tonight for that.
Yeah, you would have to, and that's what I hate about Venmo is if you go through different accounts, even if they've got the same name, you can't just hit back and then click on another one. When you hit back, you have to physically put their name in it again to search. So I'm gonna see if she has one. Yeah, Venmo is crazy like that. But let's see if she had one. Is this her? I can't tell if this is her or not. No, that's not her.
All right, then you can always go back to the first guy.
Yeah, the Reber guy. He had one. He only had, was it 6 transactions? I said that he had done. He got one for his wife back on January the 6th of this year. He paid for a massage for her, like a 2-hour massage.
But like we said to begin with, he's a little bit late.
Oh yeah, he's super late. Like, he's... Oh shit. And then there was something to her for Thai food that I think she paid him for. King Scarlet. I think she did. I can't remember. I have looked up so many people's Venmos.
Well, why would she be paying for his meal?
Hold on. We're just going to go back to Gregory.
I mean, I'm just bouncing it,
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, no. She charged him for it.
Good for her.
Yeah. And I'm assuming this is his wife. They've got the same last name. And it's the woman, he paid her for 2 hours of massage, Merry Christmas, and then she charged him on July the 14th for Thai food. And then he paid another woman for Thai food. But I was trying to go through his friends because he has 21 friends. And I wanted to see if there was anybody that we knew, like any familiar names on here, but I don't see none that, we may have heard of through Kylie or Trinity's case.
Nothing from Jagger?
No. And I don't think Jagger, I know he's got a Venmo, but I don't think he does a whole lot on his either. Let's see.
Well,
Westfall. Here we go. No, he only has one on there, and that was back in 2020, August of 2020. And that was it.
What about Kylie's mom?
Yes, she does have one. Lindsay Neiman right here. But she doesn't have any transactions, but she has 14 friends. Okay, let's see. And wait a minute. I know that the what is the lodge? The Damn it, I can't even think of it. What is the lodge's name?
Oh, damned.
Um,
Comfort Lodge, is it? No.
no. Yeah, what is the lodge that Lindsay and them own? Oh my god. I've retained so much information. Lost Trail. Thank you, Emerald Queen. I know that there was a Venmo for Lost Trail at one time also. Let me see. Lost Trail Lodge. Yes, they still got it. But they have their Lost Trail Lodge Venmo set up to where you can pay to stay there.
Right. But, is there anybody paying her lately? Because I heard the place was closed for the winter.
Okay, so on August the 13th, they did a refund to someone. That was the last transaction that they have on here. But I did see afterwards, trying to think, I can't remember what month it was, but there was a thing that they had put out that they were now back open.
Oh,
So I think that they may have closed down during the whole Kylie thing while it was going on, but I think that there was a thing put out that they had opened back up. Okay, and I want to say that was posted on Facebook. I can't
no,
remember.
wait,
if it
just
was
a
Facebook
peek a minute here. When was she found?
August the 21st.
Well, there wouldn't be any snow up there. Who'd want to stay up there if there wasn't no snow?
Oh, if I was going to stay at the lodge, there couldn't be a speck of snow on the ground because
Okay,
I
you're
was
the
not going
exception to the rule. We're talking about rich people that go up there skiing.
I don't care if I was rich. I would not stay if there was even snow within 3 months of falling there.
Again, you're the
because
exception to the rule.
I would not want to take any chance whatsoever of getting stuck at that lodge and getting snowed in at that lodge with Lindsay Neiman. I wouldn't. I just no.
Well, you could always come up here and visit me. We're having a snowstorm right now, but I think it looks like out my window that maybe there's an inch and a half.
Yeah, but Judy, you're cool. You're not Lindsay Neiman. Like, I could go hang out with you and we would have fun.
Well, that's not my point. My point is that you just don't want to be caught up there in 3 feet of snow.
I don't want to be.
It's not that an inch is going to kill you.
Oh no! I mean, I hate snow. I hate the cold. It's just the thought of being trapped with her at the lodge. I don't like that thought. Like, no. Like, I can go to Vermont. I can hang out with you. We would have fun. El Guapo, have a good night. I wouldn't have to worry about
I would not be hanging out with her either. So I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there couldn't even be snow within 3 months in a forecast that's going to fall in Truckee if I was going to stay at that lodge. I don't want to take.
Oh, I'm going to tell you one better than that. There can't be air. I don't even want to go to Truckee, okay?
I really don't either.
To learn the Truckee way. I'm too old for this shit.
F the Truckee way. Say it like that. And speaking of that, I haven't seen F the Truckee way in here. Well, I seen her. When was it? I didn't go live last night. Night before last, I think she was in here, but I haven't seen her in here tonight. But I love her name, F the Truckee way. Oh, Wolfpack, I hate snow. I hate it. I just would not take a chance whatsoever on being at that lodge and getting stuck there by snow. Like, they would have to physically carry me out of there. I would get out of there some way.
Well, honestly, we both could go there during a snowstorm, because we're both be packing. So By the time that law enforcement get there, hell, you know, we're gonna have the girls in the channel fly us in a helicopter and get our ass out.
I'd be like, White Widow. See, Crime Crazy, she lives so far. I'd have to call him White Widow Baby. And she's still. No, wait. 2 states away? Would that be right? So she would be the closest one to us. She'd have to come rescue us.
I don't care who the hell comes and rescues us. As long as there's the Air Force flies right over there, we'll just freaking jump. I don't know.
I don't know. Honestly, I would have to. Oh, wait. White Widow Baby says she only got so much bail money. Well, then, White Widow Baby, you would have to come with us.
Who?
I mean, White Widow Baby. She only has so much bail money. So instead of her just bailing us out, she would just have to come with us.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear who you said.
Yeah, Crime Crazy's like, she's out in Australia. She's so far away that, you know, she wouldn't be able to come help us. So we'd only have White Widow Baby, but she said, let's go. So she would go with us.
Of course you would. She's got critters down there.
The Amazing Tiff, what you need answers for, honey? Oh, never mind. I see what you're saying. No way, lock me in with Lindsay. I want answers. Okay, I get what you're saying now. I missed the other comment. Yeah, I
Did you
don't
ever
know.
check and see if Lindsay's old man had a Venmo account?
I think he does too. I don't
Well,
think
of course he
has
does.
I literally checked out. Like, y'all don't understand the hours and hours that I have spent on Venmo.
Oh yeah, I forgot who I was talking to here for a minute.
Looking through these Venmos. See, what is it? Anthony Neiman and THO. I want to say that he had one, but I know that there was several Anthony Neimans and there was several Tony Neimans on there. And I think I finally found it.
Yeah. Well,
The bill money with you. I mean, Miss Honeypenny, she could bring it with her. I'm pretty sure though, if we were to go, someone's going to end up needing the bail money. I can just see it now.
between you and I?
If me, you, and White Widow Baby went,
Oh,
We
son
would-
of a bitch. Somebody's going to need bail money.
we would end up needing it. Okay, who am I? Oh, Anthony Neiman. I forgot there for a second who I was looking for.
Hell, even if they broke both of my arms, I could still pick up bullets with my toes and hand them to you.
Hey, the ugly chuckling. How are you? I'll run security detail for y'all whenever y'all want. Okay, so ugly chuckling can be the security detail. We'll have troll for security. Let's see. I'm house phone with one snowflake in the air.
Well, if Troll's married to you, we don't need no weapons. We're all good.
He could wait, what? This isn't no wait.
Problem is he'd have to drive and meet us here because he wouldn't be able to be talking the heat otherwise.
Okay, so Tony Neiman must have taken his Venmo down because I can't find it now. Let's see. Yeah, he must have taken it down because it's not under Tony or Anthony.
Well,
So
in
he
any event,
more.
I wish there was somebody in chat that had seen that autopsy report.
Yeah,
from
I'm gonna
Seabra.
have to do a FOIA on it. I need to get like all of my different court documents, papers, and all that. I like whenever I do FOIAs, and I'm gonna have to get a filing cabinet to file them all in. That way, I can keep them in order and organized, and with each case that I do, and all that. Because I didn't even realize, like, just the notebooks. Like, I have 8 notebooks, and I need somewhere to store all them as well. Because this stuff, like, just keeping up with the notes in these cases is a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is going to send you to another little mindset.
See, Simple Butterfly. He's going to court now, isn't he? Oh, wait, I just read it. Never mind. Wondering why it has 6 jurors only. I haven't been watching his court, but I do remember his case.
Whose case?
Aiden Fucci.
Oh, because I can't see chat, so.
Oh, you can't?
Not when I'm on StreamYard, unless I.
You should be able to.
No. Because I'm on a phone, that's why, probably.
Oh, I think there's. Oh, shit. What do you click on to see the. Does it say comments? It should say private chat or chat, and then next to it say comments or something like that.
Yeah, it does, but it takes me to the back room. Just a minute. I'll see if I can grab my tablet.
Okay. Hold on one second, y'all. I need to mute for just a second. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I can't remember, GMJ, if it says comments or I think private chat says chat on it whenever you're on a phone on StreamYard. I can't remember. I hate being on StreamYard on a phone. See, I can't write down everything, so I have to take big Wolfpack. If I don't write it, I completely forget about it. I've always been that way. If I write it, I do a lot better. It helps me remember. That's why I don't type everything. Let's see. All right. So, Judy, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine. I'm going to bring up my tablet.
Okay. Jim J in chat says that you can watch comments. It's down at the bottom of your phone.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Well, somebody's smart.
Yeah, I hate being on StreamYard on my phone. Like it's like it's okay, I guess, but it's super hard to navigate stuff. So I don't even get on there.
Well, that's why I had to keep saying to you, what? Who said that? What? Who said that?
Was you able to find it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Hey B, how are you? Okay. Yes, Jim J, she found it. Thank you.
I can't see StreamYard, so if you don't hear from me and I drop off, give me a minute. You have to send me the link.
Okay, that's fine. I can it'll show if you drop off, so
okay.
Yeah. Lori and CJ, how are you? And she says this lurker hit the like. Thank you, Lori. Okay, Paige, how are you? Let's see, have you read this? Brian Kohberger was having intimate meetings with police before murders. Paige, that's an article. If you have the link to that, can you email it to me real quick? Okay, and Jim J said also, Judy, if you're on an iPhone, you can't write. Okay, so you're on Android, because she said that she just can't write messages if she's on iPhone. Okay, see, it helps me to take pictures because then I can see where it came from. Okay.
Well, I don't know if I could write messages.
I think, okay, so at the bottom, there should be 3 little dots. And I believe if you click on the dots and then you hit comment or post comment or something like that, if I remember correctly.
I don't see any dots on mine, but that's...
Because yesterday, Friday night, whenever I did the giveaway, before I did the giveaway, I was trying to, like, whenever I do something, I always want to make sure that it works correctly before I actually do it. So I was making sure that the whole Nightbot giveaway thing was going to work right. And Troll had actually, I did a live, but I did it unlisted so nobody could see it to begin with, trying to test it out. And he came up on my panel. Well, my phone, if I'm on panel, I can just hit the 3 little buttons, click on it, and then it'll bring up another little box that says that you were, to post. It's either says post comment or something like that. On his phone, though, when he was on panel, he didn't have that option.
Yeah, if I hit chat at the top, then it sends me backstage. So
right, that's what he was. His was doing. It was only taking him to the back chat, and I was like, I don't understand why I have the option, but he didn't. It like in our phones, we have the same exact phone. But on his phone, it wasn't giving him that option for whatever reason. And every time he would try to chat, it would just go straight to back chat. He could see the chat. He just couldn't talk. Paige, if you need to send me something. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. She's the one that told me. Yes, she's the one that told me. Okay, so Paige. Okay, and Judy, you just dropped off, honey. Paige, my email is pinned at the top of the chat. I'm sorry. So she's the one that's supposed to be sending me the link. All right, so Paige, Nightbot just dropped my email right there. And then Judy, I put, okay, there she goes. Okay, you back?
Yeah, I got you on StreamYard on my phone, and I got this one set up on chat. So it bugs me. I can't see them both.
King Scarlet, yeah, he probably does need to update his, because I don't think, well, it would be on his, if he was going to it on StreamYard, I don't know if he would need it. Would he need to update his YouTube if he was doing it on StreamYard?
Well, why wouldn't you have to?
Well, my YouTube has been updated. But for whatever reason, whenever he came on my panel, it wouldn't let him comment like it does me. If I'm on panel with my phone, I can type in chat and all that, but it wasn't giving Troll that option. And then King Scarlet said maybe he needs to update his YouTube, but I wonder if that would help it, because he probably does need to update his YouTube. I don't think he has the update like I have, where it has the totally new top chat, live chat thing and all that, or all comments or all messages on the phone.
But keep in mind, the account's under your name, so maybe, I don't know. YouTube.
YouTube is funny, y'all. Vaughn, how are you? Okay. It doesn't let panel guest comment from StreamYard. Wait, I thought there's been people on my panel that's commented before. Okay, Paige, thank you. Let me go grab this email real quick. Okay, that's not what I need. I need to go to the other email. I thought that there's been people, maybe they're on a computer though when they're up here.
Maybe. Maybe you get better options on a computer.
Yeah, that's why I only do StreamYard on the computer. Like I've tried it on the phone a couple of times when we were having internet issues. I hate it. It's like horrible. Okay, so Stonegator said that when you're on StreamYard panel, you have to be on another device to comment. Is that what you meant, Stonegator? Sorry, I was laying down listening. Sounds like I'm late. Okay, so you would have to be probably on the computer then, is what she's saying. Okay.
Yeah,
Paige, I got it. Thank you.
because you gotta mute out the one that's got the comments on it.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, when I talk, it'll echo you right out of the studio.
Okay. Speculation Station. I don't know if she's still in here, but if you are, I got your email as well. Okay. And then Emerald Queen, I got yours. Okay, and Emerald Queen, when I get done with the live tonight, I just read your email. I will email you back with my answer. Okay, let me grab Paige's article here.
Yeah, she'll take all donations over $1,000.
Oh, sure. Okay, so let's see. It's just about the job position. Okay, thank you, Paige. Let's see, when did this one come out? Oh, this is about the email. Yes, I did go over that. Let's see. I didn't know that it was called an intimate meeting. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. I did see one other thing where they said he sent a gushing email to the police chief in Pullman. Yes, Emerald Queen, I promise, honey, as soon as I'm done on here, before I even shut my computer down, I will email you back real quick with my answer. I may actually have a few different answers for you. I don't know if they'll help you, but I'll try my best. Okay, so this is from Newsweek. It did come out, so January the 25th. But it says Brian Kohberger reportedly had intimate meeting with the police prior to his arrest in connection with the slaying of the University of Idaho students. Kohberger, a 28-year-old doctoral student at WSU, was interviewed for a research assistant position with the Pullman Police Department 7 months before the November 13 killings. He had an online meeting with the then chief of the department, Gary Jenkins, according to the emails between Kohberger and Jenkins obtained by the New York Times, on which I did show. Then it says Kohberger sent Jenkins an email on April the 12th, 2022, saying that it had been a great pleasure to meet with him. Let's see. Okay, it was a great pleasure to meet with you today and share my thoughts and excitement regarding the research assistant for the public safety, Kohberger wrote in an email, and I look forward to hearing from you. Jenkins responded minutes later, glad to meet and talk with you as well. The email indicated that Kohberger was competing with 3 other candidates that had applied for the job, but it was not clear if he was ultimately hired. I did not know that he was competing with 3 other candidates, though. I had never heard that. They had just put out the email or a copy of the email where Brian had wrote Officer Jenkins or Chief Jenkins, and then Jenkins had wrote him back. But I did not know that he was competing with 3 other candidates. And it said that the job was a graduate research assistantship created by the university to support local police departments and was set to begin on August the 22nd, the Times reported. Kohberger lived in Pullman, Washington, which lies about 10 miles from Moscow, Idaho, where the murders were committed. Let me just look through this so I don't have to read it, because most of this we already know. And for whatever reason, every time there's an article that comes out, no matter who it's by, they always put, that they were murdered in the off-campus rental home and all that. So I don't feel like I need to reread that. Okay, it does say that an attorney who represented Kohberger in Pennsylvania has said that his client was eager to be exonerated, which we did know that. Let's see. Probable cause unsealed following Kohberger's extradition to Idaho earlier this month noted that he had applied for the internship with Pullman Police Department, and in that essay with an application, he wrote about his interest in assisting rural law enforcement agencies with how better to collect and analyze data. Okay, we already knew about Xana's mom and all that. Okay. All right, so Brian Enton said that it's just very strange to think about how we know now the fact that he was having these intimate meetings with the police department, emailing the police chief, and then the way everything turned out. Which is crazy because, I mean, we still don't know, like they said, if he got the position, but just imagine if he did. It's kind of weird, honestly. Okay, let's see. Enton added to see that the Pullman Police Department was out there as part of the search in the apartment right there in Pullman when they pulled out all the stuff. When they pulled all of that stuff out after he was arrested for the murders, Kohberger is yet to enter a plea of the charges. The 5-day preliminary hearing is scheduled to begin June 26. And the gag order is issued by Latah County Magistrate Judge Megan Marshall, bars attorneys, law enforcement agencies, and other associated with the case from talking about it. So, Paige, thank you for sending that link to me. I literally did not know that he was competing for 3 other people. I would like to know who the 3 other people were. Ow. Oh my God, y'all. Oh, my allergies are killing me.
They're not bothering me one bit.
Mine always, like, I never had allergy problems until me and Troll got together and I moved down this dirt road.
That was a joke.
They ever since then they have bothered me, and I'm out of Claritin. I got to get my refill tomorrow. Let's see. Wait. On the body cam video, was the cop driving in a launcher? Remember these kids asked the cop, and he said, yes. B, I remember that. The boy had asked the cop, "Is that your car?" And he said, yeah, it was an unmarked car. It was either white, silver, tan. It was really hard to tell because it was dark. And Satin V, thank you so much for the super sticker. That was very nice of you. And I remember the kid asking, "Is that your car?" And he said, yeah, that they actually downgraded them from patrol cars to hybrids. And because they were wanting to save gas, but I don't know if it was an Elantra though. But it did kind of look like the Elantra. Hey Tara, how are you? Okay, let's see. You're welcome. I know it's been talked about, but I just thought it was weird that it's unclear. Yeah, it's they haven't ever said yet if he was offered the position. Like I said, I didn't even know that he was competing with 3 other people for the position, and I'd never seen it said that it was intimate. That's what's weird. You know, I've seen gushing emails and stuff like that, but never intimate emails. But it does show, because it happened in April, that he knew in April that he was going to be going to WSU. So it's, you know, he's known that for a while. Y'all, Troll is sitting up there eating a big ass bowl of cereal right now. Let's see. My allergies aren't bothering her. Oh, they were just super bothering me though, the ugly truckling. Bad. Okay, I heard that he did lose some position to a woman. The amazing tip. Do you know if it was the one that he did with the Pullman Police Department? Just ate. Paige, we do have fruity pebbles in there, but I got chicken in the microwave, so I'm gonna have to go eat here in a few minutes. Okay, I don't know. It just don't.
Not chicken nuggets again.
No, it's actually chicken wings.
Wow.
Yeah, I kind of got tired of the chicken nuggets. Okay, it's kind of dawned on me if he got hired and was given the card, that's why he wouldn't know an exact card they were looking for. Okay. Wait, what did baby food? Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to catch up. Yeah, I missed some stuff in the chat whenever I was reading that. Let's see. So there were 4 candidates. Grizzly said 2 women out of the 4 were hired. Okay. Thank you, the amazing Tiff. No, I just honestly, wait, what a baby. I ate them so much that I got tired of them. But I do have chicken wings in there, so. Okay. Hold on, I got to answer something back real quick. All right. Okay, Must Have Got Lost said it was a silver Ford. Okay, so Must Have Got Lost. It was a silver Ford that the cops from Moscow were driving that night? Okay. Yes, white little baby. And we got Hooter salts to put on them. Really, really good. Do you guys have a Wingstop? No. King Scarlet, we don't have one here. Like little baby, since I don't eat at restaurants, we just got the sauce stuff that you put on them. I don't know exactly what it's called, but to make buffalo wings or whatever, that's what we bought. Okay. And wait, I just seen somebody post something about their ankle was purple. I missed that. Who? Oh, it was Paige. Paige, honey, I'm sorry that your ankle is hurt. I hope it gets better soon. Hooter sauce is the best. The only thing I mean, it's okay, the amazing Tip. It's just it tastes too much like mayonnaise. You can eat wings. The Krista, yeah, we just bought. I think it was 4. I don't remember they're 4-pound or 5-pound bags of wings.
Okay, I just went to Sifa's page. Tried to see if I could find that information I was looking for. And he's got an update that he put up 2 weeks ago that said, basically, remember when he said he was going to get Trinity's autopsy? Well, he did, but on the bottom, it was stamped, "You cannot share this information with anybody."
Yeah, but I think he ended up calling them back.
And so he did find a loophole in it, he said. And the next page says, "Grab my socials and hit me up so I can walk you through it step by step. The document is free."
Yeah.
So I will literally walk you through the entire thing.
Yeah, I remember him saying something about that. It had the thing on it, the stamp, so he wasn't going to share it with anybody. And then there was somehow, I think he had called them or something like that, and to figure it out.
But if he can get it for free,
yeah, anybody can. They're public records.
No, there was something about that case.
I don't
You couldn't
understand
just-
why they had
You
the
can't just
red
give it
stamp
free.
on it.
You got to give them your information and everything.
That's weird.
It's not just the normal FOIA. I believe that's the case. So,
Yeah, because that red stamp didn't make sense. That was on it.
well,
Kylie's didn't have the red stamp on it.
no, but Trinity's did.
Good. Yeah,
I
there was
believe.
that was weird. That's the only one I've ever seen that had the red stamp on it.
So if you can't share it, he's got a way of doing it. But I think I'm interpreting it, what he's saying as, I'm going to teach you how to do this so you don't have to shut your mouth.
Yeah, I think it was basically, well, I forgot how it was exactly. But yeah, he was supposed to, people wanted to get it. He would show them how to, like the steps that they would need to take.
Yeah, there's something going on about it. So I'd get a hold of him and see if he can help you so that you're not restricted to what you say.
Right.
That's
I don't understand though why they put the red stamp on it. That never made sense to me because, like I said, Kylie's never had the red stamp on it, and any other one that I've ever seen didn't have a red stamp on it. I wonder
I'm not finding his video where he posted it. He must have taken it down.
It's weird how Trinity's had it.
Because maybe the mother wasn't going to seal records like Lindsay did.
Yeah, that could be it too. I don't know. It was weird.
Maybe she's not compliant with all this.
I don't know. It's a lot with Trinity's case that it's very weird. Doesn't make sense. There's some of the
Well,
people
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know where I saw this at, but somewhere on the internet, and only because I can't tell you where. I mean, I don't remember where.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere on the internet, I saw a police report, I thought. So if I'm wrong, it's me, that your viewers can crucify me, that her necklace and one article of clothing were not found near where the body was found.
Wait, where else did I hear that? I didn't hear about a necklace, but about her clothes. Where did I hear that from, though?
I want to say it's her pajama bottoms, but it could have very well been her pajama top, as far, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Old age brain here can get things messed up.
No, I do that sometimes too. I will I'll read something or see it somewhere, but if I don't write it down, I will completely forget where I've seen it or read it, because I'm constantly just going through, looking at stuff, watching different videos throughout the day and reading different articles, and I'll completely forget where I've seen it.
Right. So anyway, I'm not good at feet. They did say them out loud. Hell, if I can just barely remember that, I sure to shit ain't going to remember feet. But let me see if I can picture this.
Great. Wait, you're talking about, wait, is Madison Brooks, is that the one that was from LSU? I think it was.
Well, anyway, there's an article of clothing, and then a little bit of ways away from there, there's a necklace that was found.
Mm-hmm.
And then a little ways away from there, they found her.
Yeah, I don't remember where I heard that from.
Well, like neither can I, but I'm just saying. So that's
Yeah.
why the whole thing is
It's the whole case is weird.
because when you leave her driveway, you got to take a left or a right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
It would have.
had they had taken the road to the left and then the right, and it's you have to see it to understand why I can't explain it to you. But
Yeah,
the
because
only thing I can say is the road that if they were in a vehicle, that the vehicle would have had to have followed, then it was quite a ways away by road from where the house, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, it was. Let's see, if you leave out of Ashley's driveway, you take a left, and it kind of like it was on their house, and their road was like on a ridge of a mountain, and it like winded around. And I remember Ashley saying something about she ended up taking there was a dirt road or something like that down from her house, and it went down the mountain, and it like the roads up there were very up and down and around, and
Well, I guess my point is she went a hell of a long, if she did it, she went a hell of a long ways
on foot.
away from the house to throw her. Anyway,
Yeah.
it just does. If it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
It's yeah, Shay Trinity Backus is her name. Yeah, the whole case, like, and I can tell y'all if y'all wasn't here with me whenever I did Trinity's case, um, there is a lot of stuff that don't make sense. There's a lot of weirdness in it. There's a lot of there's some people like her boyfriend's mother, who is oh shit, what was her mama? Um, she was a pagan, but there was another name for it. Asatru. Uh, there's a lot of that in it. I'm not gonna call it a cult. I don't think paganism is a cult. But her boyfriend's mom claimed to be a heathen, and and was a pagan, and she like there was like a whole thing. No, it wasn't Wiccan. It was Asatru, is what it was called, that she was a part of. But she's got like a whole story about it, about what else she was into, and her beliefs and stuff like that. So and honestly, like I didn't even know about all of that stuff being, around today. Like I knew paganism, I knew pagans were here. Like I knew that people believed in that stuff, but like she believes in like Thor and Loki and what was Thor's brother? What was the other one? I can't think of it now, but it was like all the gods and the Greek gods or whatever they're called. Like that's what they believe in. So it's very
Apollo?
I don't remember if Apollo was mentioned. I know
Zeus?
Thor was. Thor was mentioned a lot, but there was another one. But I didn't realize that in today's time that there was still people who believed in that. I knew way back in the day, like way back in the day, that they believed in the gods and stuff like that. But I didn't know that today they did. And I can't think of. I know, like I said, Thor was one that was mentioned a lot.
Well, being a pagan doesn't make you a bad person. It depends what form you are, I guess. I guess.
It was just I don't think that being pagan Like if that's your belief, that is, that's you're right. And I'm not gonna bash anybody for their beliefs, no matter what it is. I just didn't know that in today's time that there were people who still believed in that. I just wish that I could remember what the other one's name was. Like I said, Thor was mentioned a lot, but there was another one.
Is it Druid?
Druid was also mentioned. Asatru was mentioned. But it was one of the Greek. Are they Greek gods? Is that what they're called? Thor and all them, Thor, Loki, and all of them. But there was another one that kept being brought up, but I can't. I'd have to go back through all my notebooks to see which one it was. Shay, have a good night. Simple Butterfly, just you can go back and look on my past live streams that I did with Trinity Bacchus, or you can just Google Trinity Bacchus, and it'll bring up a lot of stuff on her. If you go looking into her boyfriend and his family, his mom was the one that was into all that. I wish I could remember what the other name was. No, not. I know her name's Sunshine, but what was the other god that she? Odin. That's it. Thor and Odin. She believed in all of that. Okay.
Somebody's saying in chat the Norse god.
Yes, I don't know. Is that what they're called? Baby Book
NORSE?
That may be what it is. I don't know. I don't know what they're called. It was Odin and Thor. Odin was the one I couldn't remember his name. But she's into all of that. There's several people in that area that's into that. I just didn't know that people in today's time still was into it. It's very interesting to read though, and learn about it. Hey GLP Nick, how are you? Okay. So Norse or Germanic. See, GOP Nick, I don't know anything. I just remember those few names. And I remember there was a picture.
Pagan Way says it's called Norse Pagans.
Okay, that may be it. I just know that she said that she was a heathen, which is part of the pagan thing. And then there was, I remember a picture with her y'all remember the picture with the owl that I showed y'all? And then there was some other stuff, and she ended up becoming, oh shit, she became like different things within it. Like I said, I had to go back through all my notebooks. Okay, Viterio, am I pronouncing your name right? It says, okay, you are family to him and can ask to send reports to you. Am I family to who? Who are you talking about? Let's see.
Viking pagan.
Let's see. Yeah, there's like several different ones. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about it. It was what I was able to read in a very short amount of time was very interesting.
Well, I have deep respect for anybody's beliefs, unless they believe in black magic, and that kind of unnerves me just a little bit.
Yeah. Like I said, I won't bash anybody's religion or what they believe in. The pagan stuff doesn't really bother me. The devil stuff, I don't like being around people that's like that, but that's just me. If that's what they believe, that's what they believe.
Right, but I just intervened on you because I didn't want anybody to think that you would think that, because I know better than that about you.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna bash anybody for their beliefs because I'm not like, if somebody believes in that, then that's their right to believe in whatever it is that they believe in. And like I said, the pagan stuff doesn't bother me. Just the devil worshiping stuff is what I don't. But once again, if that's what they believe in, I'm not going to bash them for that either.
Right, right.
If that's what they believe, then that's what they believe. Let's see. Okay, so pagan way says I follow more of the earth-based traditions. I need to read more on it, just in case more cases come up, because that case, like there was some of that kind of stuff brought up in Kylie's case. Trinity's case, it was more brought up about it. I really need to learn about it, and I need a damn printer so I can print stuff off and have it on hand. That way, if we get another case and something like that comes up, well, I've already got it and I got a little bit of knowledge on it.
Well, if you have people in here that are pagans or have pagan information, they can email you the information over the different names of the types, so that way you had something to refer back to if you ever need to.
Yeah, I mean, there was I can't
in
remember.
Another case, because it might be something a totally different name,
right?
I
know that whenever we were talking about it back in Trinity's case, and even in Kylie's case, when it with Kylie's case, her mom was doing that that retreat thing for the girls, and that they were holding the cards up and all that. Like that, I didn't even know anything about all that, and I had to look the cards up and get the meaning for all of them. And there was at that time there were several people in the chat who had actually been in chat for a while that was that were pagans and was telling me all about it and everything. Let's see, KR was more weird Eastern stuff, but the cult they were into is massive in California. GOP Nick, are you talking about the places in California? It's like a big, huge shit. What is it? There's one of them is it the Ananda community?
Read the next comment.
Let's see. Actual Satanists don't worship the devil. See, I don't know. I don't like the devil worshiping stuff. At all. And that, like I said, I'm not gonna bash them if that's their beliefs. Me personally, I don't like dealing with stuff like that. Okay, so I say pagan for lack of a better word. I'm a bruja. Like, isn't a bruja a witch, Marissa? Is that what they're called? I've heard of a bruja. There's actually a movie about that. Okay, I thought it was. There is a movie. I can't remember the name of the movie, but there's a bruja in it. So what is a bruja or a brujo in witchcraft? She's practitioners of healing and magic whose roots are based in Latino, Caribbean, and African traditions. Okay.
Right. This would be a whole lot easier for these people typing information of this than to come up on panel.
Oh, I mean, they know they're more than welcome to come up here if they want to.
They don't have to show their face.
No, but I should do a live one night if I could get enough people who know about it or into that kind of stuff to come on panel and explain it. Marissa, if I do that one night, would you like to come up on panel?
Or tonight?
And explain it? Yeah, I'm probably not going to be on here, but just a few more minutes. Yeah, I gotta go eat. My food's in the microwave. I'm starving. Let's see. The Krista, I hate that my name. Okay, so Marissa says she would. Okay, I can't remember. Pagan. Wait, what? I want to make sure I'm saying their name correctly. Pagan Ways. Would you like to come up one night if I do that? I'm about to. Wait, little baby. I may have to do. Marissa said her dog is snoring so loud right now she can't. Yeah, I'll have to set something up and see if Marissa will come up. And I forgot there was several other people who were in here that knew about all that. And some of them said that they were pagan and stuff like that. So if we can get them to come up, that would be very interesting. Okay, Werewolf Queen, I'll check it here in just a minute. And maybe get a little bit of information about it. All right, y'all. I'm fixing to get out of here so I can go eat. Michelle, have a good night.
I'm getting off then, so you can say your goodbyes.
Okay, Judy, thank you so much for coming up. You'll have to come up with me more often.
Yep, we'll see.
We'll see. You got it. You keep me. You're always giving me ideas.
Yeah, but you two also got me cranked beginning of the thing, so I was hot to come up anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that was good.
I really.
Because I'm like you.
Yeah, I try not to get mad anymore, though.
I'll do it for us.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, have a good night. Let's see. All right, y'all. So yeah, I'm fixing to get out of here so I can go eat and go to bed. So thank you, Marissa. All right, so I'm fixing to get out of here. I love you all. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with us. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will be back tomorrow night. And also, keep Milo in your prayers. Carrie, you're very welcome. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Keep Milo in your prayers, if y'all will. Paige, have a wonderful night. All right, so I will see y'all tomorrow. Love you all.